good morning, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the last and the final marathon before the upcoming RBI Grade B examination. In today's class, we are going to cover around 400 questions from PIB from the last 6 months. Right? अगर अभी तक भी आपने कुछ नहीं किया है तो दोस्तों, this is the last chance for covering all the news of PIB for the last 6 months through these MCQs, through this quick fire round. So please give me a thumbs up if all good, if everything is fine, so that I can quickly start the class. And my dear friends, obviously this is going to be a quick fire round. This session is meant for ये सेशन का सिर्फ और सिर्फ ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि आप जो है पढ़ी हुई चीजों को रिकॉल कर सके और अपने आंसर्स कर सके, राइट? एंड दिस इज गोना बी द लास्ट मैराथन बिफोर योर एग्जामिनेशन. टुमारो देयर इज नो क्लास. कल आप में से बहुत सारे लोग आई नो ट्रैवल कर रहे होंगे, बहुत सारे लोगों का जो सेंटर है वो काफी दूर पड़ा है. So whatever is mentioned in your admit card, please do follow the instructions, right? अपनी ID कार्ड वगैरह लेके जाएंगे सब कुछ अच्छे से. And do not get panic. इसीलिए थोड़ा सा पहले अगर आप सेंटर पे पहुंचेंगे तो that would be a wise decision. अगर 7:30 बजे का रिपोर्टिंग टाइम है, so you should be reaching the center. You should target to reach the centers by 7 a.m. right? All right. I hope you guys are all set. If yes, then we should start the session now. Good morning, and good morning, everyone. चलिए, should we start? Are you guys all set? All right. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं दोस्तों with the very first question for the day. And बस मैं आपको क्वेश्चन बताऊंगा. I'll tell you the answers and you guys have to tell me keep on giving me the answers so that you guys will be able to recall everything. ठीक है, चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड प्रोग्राम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हैज रिलीज्ड द क्विक, और इसमें जनवरी से जून तक के सारे न्यूज है, ठीक है. Has released the quick estimates of index of industrial production with new base year 22-23 for the month of April 2026. The index number of IIP for April is 118.9, and there is a growth rate of 4.5% over April 2025. So the right answer is option D, 118.9, 4.5%. ANRF, Anusandhan National Research Foundation, and Ministry of Jal Shakti together launched the Maha Water Mission to provide support to startups in water sector. Up to how much financial assistance shall be provided to startups to undertake technology development, field assessment, validation, and deployment of high impact solutions in the water sector? 20 crore rupees financial assistance shall be provided to startups. Ministry of Education has launched a 3-year action plan under the Nasha Mukt Bharat initiative. Which of the following is not one of the interventions under the plan? So there are 4 interventions under the plan. Number 1, Nasha Mukt Vidyalaya portal for school, self-declaration, monitoring and compliance tracking. Mandatory annual drug testing of all students in educational institutions. This is not one of the intervention. Enforcement of 5-meter drug-free zone around educational institution. Integration of age-appropriate substance abuse prevention and health education into curriculum. And development of standardized multilingual IEC material for awareness generation. This is not one of them. The right answer is option B. Option B is the correct answer. Next, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has launched Khet Bachao Abhiyan to educate the farmers regarding limiting the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. From which state the Abhiyan has been launched? It has been launched from Raisen district of Madhya Pradesh. Which department has launched the common landing portal for unclaimed financial assets developed in collaboration with PSB Alliance to facilitate easier access to information relating to unclaimed financial assets? This common landing portal has been launched by DFS, Department of Financial Services. BRO celebrated 37th Raising Day of Project Udayak, commemorating more than 3 decades of dedicated service towards the development of strategic infrastructure in India's northeastern region. Where are the headquarters? The headquarters of Project Udayak is in the state of Assam. Where will India host the 13th BRICS Urbanization Forum with the theme Cities for People, BRICS Cooperation for Inclusive and Resilient Urban Future? India will host this forum in New Delhi. Digital India Bhashini Division has signed an MOU with Dash under Bhashini Seva Sanchalan, a Bhashini Sayogi program to strengthen multilingual digital capabilities across India's industry and internal trade ecosystem through the Bhashini platform, which is India's national language DPI. So this MOU was signed with DPIIT, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Name the campaign launched by Ministry of Jal Shakti in collaboration with Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, focusing on awareness generation regarding the themes of Mission Life, behavior change, and environmental protection. It is Swachh Gaon, Swachh Surakshit Jalvayu. Swachh Gaon Surakshit Jalvayu is the name of the. Second. Swachh Gaon Surakshit Jalvayu. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has convened the high-level roundtable of India's Skill Accelerator in New Delhi under the theme From Insight to Action, Closing Skill Gaps for Growth. The India Skills Accelerator is the part of Dash Global Accelerator Network. It is the part of World Economic Forum's Global Accelerator Network. The right answer is option A. Under India-Oman Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, 99.38% of India's exports to Oman will have duty-free access. The agreement come into force. The agreement has already come into force from 1st June 2026. Which of the following statement is incorrect with respect to the scheme for support to NCR PB aimed at reducing air pollution in Delhi NCR region and promoting cleaner mobility? Incorrect statement बताना है. It will be implemented by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Correct. It will be implemented in 4 states or UTs: Delhi, UP, Haryana, Rajasthan. Correct. It will be monitored by an empowered committee chaired by Prime Minister. No, it will be monitored by an empowered committee chaired by Cabinet Secretary. Chaired by Cabinet Secretary. So this is the right answer to this question, option C. और दोस्तों इतनी जल्दी कम टाइम में और इतने ज्यादा कवरेज तुम्हें और कहीं नहीं मिलेगा, तो इसलिए चुपचाप से बैठ के सुनते रहो, देखते रहो और आंसर करते रहो. ठीक है. 400 क्वेश्चन है, लगभग 3 घंटे के अंदर में 400 के 400 क्वेश्चन करा के दूंगा. ठीक है. बस आराम से sit back and relax, just keep on answering, just keep on recalling the current affairs. Union Cabinet has approved one-time budgetary support for OMCs to provide ATF aviation turbine fuel, price stabilization support to scheduled Indian airlines for their domestic and international operations. The financial support will be up to 10,000 crores. Every year, the World Bank Group classifies the world economies into 4 income groups: low, lower middle, upper middle, and high. Which of the following is the correct income threshold for a low income country? Low income country के लिए दोस्तों $1135, less than equal to $1135. ठीक है. Lower middle के लिए 1136 to 4495. Lower middle के लिए. ठीक है. Upper middle के लिए 4496 to 13935. और high है greater than 13935. ठीक है. तो ये थ्रेशोल्ड याद रखेंगे. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has launched Navachar Mantra to identify, nurture, and amplify India's most promising grassroots innovators and early stage entrepreneurs. Which of the following is the implementing agency? It is NICEBird, National Institute of Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development. Ministry of Education has approved the letter of approval to University of Liverpool, UK, to establish its branch campus in India. In which city the campus will be established? It is going to be established in the city of Bangalore. Southampton is in Gurugram. York and University of York is in Mumbai. University of South Wales, Bangalore. New South Wales. How many households are targeted for rooftop solar installations by December 2026 under PM Suryaghar Muft Bijli Yojana? 75 lakhs households are targeted for rooftop solar installations by December 2026. ठीक है. Next, the Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, APIDA, facilitated the flagging of the first ever sea shipment of botanical infused ready to cook millet functional foods from Karnataka to which country? It will be exported. It has been exported to New Zealand. The USTR has concluded investigations against 60 economies, including India, regarding measures of these economies to prevent the import of goods. As a result, the USTR has proposed imposing additional tariffs on imports from the 60 economies. Under which section of US Trade Act of 1974 the additional tariff shall be imposed? It will be imposed under section number 301 of the US Trade Act of 1974. In which city Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority and SEBI has organized Niveshak Shivir to assist investors in resolving issues related to unclaimed dividends and shares, while also enabling direct access to investor services and on-ground grievance redressal mechanism. So इसमें month जरूर लिखा आएगा. In the month of June, it was organized in the city of Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. NPCI International Payments Limited has officially partnered with Aklida Bank to launch Unified Payment Interface (UPI) acceptance. To which country Aklida Bank belongs? It belongs to the country of Cambodia. Yuva Sangam Phase 6 seeks to strengthen national unity, cultural harmony, and emotional integration through immersive educational and cultural exchanges. The initiative brings together participants from 22 paired states and UTs. Which state has been paired with Uttar Pradesh? उत्तर प्रदेश के साथ जो पेयरिंग है दैट इज फॉर अरुणाचल प्रदेश. Investigate World's first yogasan championship has been organized by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Ahmedabad, and India was the leading. And India was the leading prize winner. सबसे ज़्यादा gold India को मिले इसमें. Vice President of India has released a book, When Audit Matters, CAG Interventions That Made a Difference. Who is the editor of this book? It has been edited by ex-CAG, former CAG, Mr. Vinod Rai. In which city second BRICS culture working group meeting has been organized under India's chairship? It was organized in the city of Varanasi. Option E is the correct answer. Option E is the correct answer. Chali. Next, the UPI launched in April 2016 by NPCI has completed 10 years of implementation. How many banks are live on UPI as on March 2026? 703 banks are live on UPI. NSF has conducted the 88th round Household Consumption Health Survey. The survey highlights a significant increase in healthcare access across the country. According to the survey, what is the median out-of-pocket medical expenditure per hospitalization case in 2025? It is 11,285. Consider the following statements with respect to the Great Nicobar project and identify the correct statements. It is a strategic project which aims to strengthen India's presence in Andaman Sea and South Asia Sea. Correct. The project is fully aligned with Shompen policy of 2015 and Jarava policy of 2004. Correct. The project is being implemented in 3 phases starting from 2025 and ending 2047, not 35. So this is incorrect. An international container transshipment terminal is being developed at Galathia Bay. So 1, 2 and 4 will be the correct answer. Option D. Which of the following Indian space startups has launched Mission Drishti, the world's first Optosar satellite aboard a Falcon 9 by SpaceX from Vandenberg in California? It has been launched by Galaxy. It is spelled as Galaxy. Ministry of Communication has launched the Cell Broadcast System, an indigenous technology developed by the CDOT in collaboration with National Disaster Management Authority and Ministry of Home Affairs, which is headed by Mr. Amit Shah, who is also the Minister of Cooperation. Name the operation carried out by Narcotics Control Bureau in Mumbai to uncover a large transnational cocaine trafficking syndicate, and it was conducted in the month of May. It is Operation White Strike. The right answer is option D. Who has been appointed as the Controller General of Defence Accounts? Mr. Anugrah Narayan Das is the new Controller General of Defence Accounts. Consider the following statements with respect to ECLGS 5.2 and identify the incorrect statement. The nodal agency for the scheme is National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company Limited. The loan tenure is 5 years for airline sector and 7 years for MSME and non-MSME. No. For airline sector, it is 7. For MSME and non-MSME, it is 5. 100% guarantee cover will be provided to MSMEs, yes, and 90% will be provided to non-MSMEs and airline sector. The scheme shall remain valid from the date of issue of the guidelines by NCGTC up to 31st March 2027, not 28. So the right answer is option B, only 2 and 4, because we need to identify the incorrect statement. Consider the following statements with respect to mission cotton productivity and identify the correct statement. The mission has been launched with an outlay of 5659.22 crores to address bottlenecks, declining growth, and quality concerns in India's cotton sector. It will focus on 140 districts in 14 states, not 24 states. The mission will be implemented by Ministry of Textiles and the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, not the Commerce and Industry. The duration of the mission will be 26-27 to 30-31. This is correct. The right answer is correct Badana 1 and 4. Option A. What was the non-food credit growth of Scheduled Commercial Bank for financial 25-26? It was 15.9%. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved the FRP of sugarcane for sugar season 26-27. What is the approved FRP for a basic recovery rate of 10.25%? It is 365 rupees per quintal. 365 rupees per quintal. ठीक है, clear? The Union Cabinet has approved 2 semiconductor projects under India Semiconductor Mission, which includes country's first commercial mini or micro LED display facility based on gallium nitride technology and a semiconductor packing facility. The 2 approved proposals will set up semiconductor manufacturing facilities in the state of Gujarat. The Union Cabinet has approved the proposal for introducing the Supreme Court Number of Judges Amendment Bill 2026 in Parliament to amend the Supreme Court Number of Judges Act of 1956 for increasing the number of judges of Supreme Court of India from the current 33 to 37, excluding CGI, which means including CGI, they will be 38. The right answer is option B. Whereas Ministry of Education organized a roadshow as a pre-event to showcase Bharat Innovates 2026. It was organized in Paris, and Bharat Innovates 2026 is going to be organized at a place called Nice in France. With which organization National Forensic Science University has signed an MOU to establish a structured 5-year collaboration in the domains of digital forensics, cybersecurity, and advanced technology research. UIDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India. And who is the new CEO of UIDAI? Can anybody tell me that? Which of the following organization has launched Central Prabhari Officer Portal, which is aimed at strengthening real-time governance, improving coordination among stakeholders, and accelerating last-mile delivery under aspirational districts and block program? It is obviously Niti Aayog. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched the Fire Safety Week with the theme Safe Schools, Safe Hospitals, and a Fire Safety Aware Society together for fire prevention, for which period the Fire Safety Week has been launched. It was launched for 4 to 10th May 2026. Consider the following statements with respect to IBCA and identify the correct statements. It was launched in 2024 during the commemoration of 50 years of Project Tiger. It was launched in 2023. And as of May 2026, there are 26 member countries and 5 observer countries. Right? Government of India has granted 150 crores for 5 years to IBCA, and Dr. S.P. Yadav is the current Director General, and Mr. Bhupendra Yadav is the President. So 3 and 4 is the correct answer. Name the platform launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare designed to comprehensively monitor and maintain the digital health records of women during their productive age. It is Janani. Janani platform has been recently launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. PMEGP, Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, drives inclusive growth with strong support for women and rural entrepreneurs. How much percent of the beneficiaries belong to SC, ST and OBC categories? 54%. And 40% of the beneficiaries belong to 40% beneficiaries are the women. DFS Insurance Division tops the grievance redressal assessment and index rankings in Group A category for March 2026. What is the definition of Group A category? Departments registering more than or equal to 500 grievances Group A में आते हैं, and less than 500 grievances Group B में आते हैं. Project Deepak of BRO has celebrated its 66th raising day, marking over 6 decades of dedicated services in the strategically vital regions of Western Himalayas. Where are the headquarters of Project Deepak? It is headquartered in Shimla, the capital of Himachal Pradesh. Whereas Niti Aayog organized the regional AIM Samvad North Edition to strengthen the state-center collaboration and to build a robust indicator network across the region. It was organized in the city of Mohali, which is in Chandigarh. The second BRICS Employment Working Group meeting under India's BRICS presidency took place in Thiruvananthapuram. Where was the first BRICS Employment Working Group meeting taken place in 2021? It took place in New Delhi. Second, Thiruvananthapuram, first New Delhi in 2021 under India's presidency. Consider the following statements with respect to National Panchayat Awards 2025 and identify the incorrect statement. Under Deen Dayal Upadhyay Panchayat Satat Vikas Puraskar category, 42 Gram Panchayats have been awarded. No. Under this category, 34 awards have been given, and under Nanaji Deshmukh category, 8 awards have been given. So total आपसे पूछा जाएगा तो 42 होगा. Karnataka has bagged the highest number of awards. The awards are given under the incentivization of Panchayat scheme. Under Nanaji Deshmukh category, 34 Panchayats have been declared as winners. No, as I told you, 8 Panchayats have been declared as winners under the Nanaji Deshmukh Sarvottam Panchayat Satat Vikas Puraskar category. So the right answer is option C, only 1 and 4. Option C, only 1 and 4 is the correct answer. Keep on answering और कोई कहीं नहीं जाएगा, चुपचाप से ही बैठे रहो. अभी कोई रिवीजन नहीं करना तुम्हें, बस यहाँ पे बैठ के आंसर करते रहो and everything will be sorted. बस मेरे को 2.5 से 3 घंटे दो, 400 के 400 क्वेश्चन खत्म आपके. Niti Aayog in partnership with IIM Ahmedabad Dash and the government of Gujarat organized a workshop on SDG 5 gender equality at IIM Ahmedabad. It was organized in collaboration with the Gates Foundation, not Reliance, Gates Foundation. To which country APIDA has facilitated the first ever export consignment of ODOP honey from Buxa, an aspirational district in Assam? It was exported to the United States of America. The ICAR launched the National Innovations on Climate Resilient Agriculture, NICRA, in 2011. Under NICRA, vulnerability assessments were conducted across 651 agricultural districts in accordance with Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Out of total districts assets, how many districts were identified as highly or very highly vulnerable? 310 districts have been identified as vulnerable or highly vulnerable or very highly vulnerable. Ministry of Textiles under PM Mitra Park scheme has approved the establishment of 7 PM Mitra Parks in different states, whereas PM Modi inaugurated the country's first functional PM Mitra Park. Country's first functional PM Mitra Park has been inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi in Warangal in Telangana. Ministry of Commerce and Industry has released the 7th edition of Logistics Ease across different states report, leads 2025 reports. Which of the following states has secured the exemplar status in landlocked states category? Landlocked में यूपी है, कोस्टल में इट वाज तमिलनाडु, कोस्टल में तमिलनाडु, नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स में मिजोरम, और यूटीज में दिल्ली. The right answer is UP. Ministry of Commerce and Industry has felicitated the winners of 4th Leaps Award 2025 across 13 categories. Which of the following institutions has been awarded in the category of Education Institute promoting logistics sector? It was IIM Mumbai. The Union Cabinet has approved a scheme for promotion of surface coal or lignite gasification projects to incentivize new surface coal lignite gasification projects for production of syngas and its downstream products. What is the total outlay? The total outlay is 37,500 crores. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change will organize a series of thematic events across the country to highlight India's leadership in big cat conservation as a precursor to IBCA Summit 2026. What will be the theme of चीता कंजर्वेशन प्रोग्राम? हालांकि ये समिट अब पोस्टपोन हो चुका है, अब ये नहीं होगा. द थीम ऑफ चीता कंजर्वेशन प्रोग्राम वाज रिस्टोरिंग इंडियाज ग्रासलैंड इकोसिस्टम. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has increased the MSP of Kharif crops for marketing season 26-27 to ensure remunerative prices to the growers of their produce. The highest absolute increase 622 per quintal in MSP over the previous year has been recommended for sunflower seed. Highest increase sunflower seed और highest अगर पूछा जाए कि MSP किसका है तो वो है सीसम का. The PLFS for the month of April 2026 has been released by NSO. What is the unemployment rate for male for urban and rural combined? It is 5.1%. According to trade data released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry for April 2026, which country is the top export destination in terms of change in value in April 2026? It is Singapore. And if I talk about the top import source, so the answer will be China. MSMEs play a vital role in India's economic development, promoting entrepreneurship, generating employment, and supporting decentralized industrial growth. Which of the following statements regarding MSMEs is incorrect? They contribute about 31.1% to India's GDP. Correct. They generate around 35.54% of manufacturing output. Correct. They account for 48.58% of the total exports, and that is why MSMEs are a very important backbone of India's economy these days, contributing approximately 50% in the total exports. Okay, 50% in the total exports, right? The annual rate of inflation based on all India WPI stood at 8.3% in April 2026 over April 2025, जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा है. Ministry of MSME is implementing TEAM initiative, that is Trade Enablement and Access to Market initiative, to provide end-to-end e-commerce support to MSEs, enabling them to participate effectively in digital commerce ecosystem through the open network for digital commerce. How many MSEs are targeted under the initiative? So total 5 lakhs MSEs, not MSMEs. ये micro और small enterprise के लिए होता है. So total 5 lakh MSEs are targeted. During PM Modi's visit to Netherlands, it was announced that an Indo-Dutch Center of Excellence for Flowers will be established. Where will the center be established? It will be established in the state of Tripura. Now, please tell me one thing. If the speed is fine, should I slow down? Or if the speed is fine? बताओ. Yes or no बताओ. Speed is fine? Yes or no? Name the dashboard launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment to support and strengthen caregiving services for senior citizens across the country. It is Shatayu. Shatayu has been launched. Perfect. फाइन 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 फाइन. ठीक है जी, चलो स्पीड बिल्कुल सही है. और इसी स्पीड की आपको लास्ट मोमेंट पे जरूरत होती है. अननेसेसरी 10-10 घंटे के सेशन देखने का, 6-6 घंटे के सेशन देखने का कोई मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है, जल्दी जल्दी खत्म करो. The combined index of 8 core industries has been increased by how much percent in April 2026? It has been increased by 1.7% in April 2026. Whereas Ministry of Education in association with Indian Venture and Alternate Capital Association convened the Bharat Innovates Investor Showcase, which brought together 24 high potential Indian deep tech startups. It was organized in Bangalore. The 68th session of governing body meeting of APO concluded in New Delhi. It was announced during the event that the 69th GBM will be hosted in Lao PDR in 2027, and 67th Workshop Summit meeting of heads of APO economics will take place in Sri Lanka. So answer is Lao PDR, Sri Lanka, option E. Which of the following statements is incorrect with respect to Sakura Science Program? It was launched in 2014 by Japan Science and Technology Agency. Yes. The objective of this program is to broaden the intellectual horizons and foster scientific exploration among young learners. Sahi hai. India has been participating in this program since April 2020. India has been participating in this program since 2016. And in 2026, total 56 school students and 4 supervisors from India will visit the Japan under this program. And the participants, all of these participants are the recipients of the National Means Merit Scholarship Scheme. The DARPG has released the CP Grams 48th report on Central Ministries or Departments for April 2026. According to the report, what is the average grievance disposal time in the Central Ministries or Departments for 2026? It is 13 days. 13 दिन के अंदर grievance जो है वो dispose off हो रही है हमारे Central Ministries और Departments में. The DARPG released the CP Grams 45th monthly report for states and UTs for April 2026. Uttar Pradesh recorded the highest number of disposals in April 2026, followed by Gujarat. सबसे ज्यादा किसने करे? उत्तर प्रदेश ने, और सेकंड नंबर पे वी हैव गुजरात एज ऑलवेज. Consider the following statements with respect to the outcomes of third India Nordic Summit and identify the correct statements. The countries will collaborate in defense production by allowing 100% FDI in Indian defense industrial sector. Indian students, academic students, and researchers will be provided with new perspectives and greater exposure to global learning environments. Cooperation in the Arctic region in the fields of polar research, climate, and environmental issues. And India Nordic Green Technology and Innovation Strategic Partnership has been launched. All of them are absolutely correct. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has launched PM Ajay portal and PM Ajay mobile app for effective implementation of PM Ajay. The portal provides comprehensive national, state, and district level dashboards to monitor model village development under the Adarsh Gram component. How many socio-economic indicators are used for monitoring? 50 socio-economic indicators are there. KVIC has released the provisional data for Khadi and Village Industry sector for financial 25-26. Up to how much percent increase has been registered in artisans' remuneration in financial 25-26 as compared to 2013-14? 275%. The Government of India has constituted a high-level committee to study the demographic changes arising from illegal immigration and other abnormal reasons, and to suggest measures to deal with these demographic changes. Who has been appointed as the chairperson of this committee? Justice Prakash Prabhakar Navlekar. Union Budget proposes setting up of a high-powered education to employment and enterprise standing committee. The committee is envisaged to help India achieve a 10% share of the global service market by 2047. The committee has been constituted by the government. Who is the chairperson of this committee? The chairperson is CEO Niti Aayog, Miss Nidhi Chibbar. 4 PSUs have been, public sector banks, PSBs, have been directed by Ministry of Education to assist CBSE in establishing robust payment protocols to ensure timely transactions, immediate resolution of payment-related issues, and automatic refunds for access of failed payments. Which of the following is not one of the 4 banks? The 4 banks are SBI, BOB, Canara, and Indian Bank. Bank of Maharashtra is not one among them. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has recommended the revision of base year of Index of IIP, Index of Industrial Production, from 2011 to 2022-2023. Which of the following statements is incorrect with respect to the new series? The new series will adopt the geometric mean method for linking the 2011-12 series with the new 22-23 series. The revised basket consists of 1042 products mapped to 463 item groups. The scope of index has been expanded by including minor minerals, rare earth minerals, gas supply, water supply, and sewerage and waste management. The first release will present index value starting from April 2023, and the IIP 22-23 series will be officially launched on 1st July 2026. It has already been launched on 1st of June 2026. The right answer is option E. MOSPI has released the flash report on central sector infrastructure project worth 150 crores and above. According to the report, which ministry has the largest share in total project cost? Ministry of Road Transport and Highway. This ministry has the largest share in total project cost, and the number of projects out of all the ministries is highest in the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Department of Telecommunication has introduced a series of user-friendly reforms under the PM Vani. The new reform has introduced flexible short duration Wi-Fi plans of 15, 30, and 60 minutes. Nirbhay Rao initiative is being implemented by Ministry of Panchayati Raj to strengthen the capacities of elected women representatives and panchayat representatives. Which of the following interventions under the initiative is aimed at sensitizing the elected male representatives towards gender equality and women-related issues? Nirbhay Chetna. And Nirbhay Netri is for capacity building of the women representatives, and Nirbhay Drishti is for installing CCTV across the Gram Panchayats. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved the continuation of Sarthik PDS as an umbrella scheme. It has been approved till 31st March 2031 with an outlay of 25,530 crores. The right answer is option D. Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways has released the Logistic Port Performance Index. It is a national benchmarking mechanism designed to assess and improve the operational performance of Indian ports. Which of the following ports has been awarded as best performer in dry bulk cargo category? Dry bulk में it is Paradip Port Authority. Liquid में it is Sikka Port and Terminals. Sikka Port and Terminals. और कंटेनर कार्गो में मुंद्रा पोर्ट अथॉरिटी. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has released the NHA estimates for India 22-23. According to the estimate, how much is the government health expenditure per capita? It is 2,786. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has and Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare have together launched the Sehat Mission to connect agriculture, nutrition, and public health through scientific collaboration. The mission will be jointly implemented by ICAR and ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research and Indian Council of Agricultural Research. NEGD felicitated 5 states for their outstanding contribution towards DigiLocker integration, which state has been felicitated for Digital Rising State initiative, under which it was able to integrate more than 32 services in a span of 1 month. It is the state of Nagaland. PSBs record an all-time high net profit of 1.98 lakh crores in financial 26, marking the 4th straight year of profitability. What was the growth rate in agribusiness as on 31st March 2026? The growth rate in aggregate business was 12.8%. Year-on-year inflation rate based on All India Consumer Price Index with base at 2024 for the month of April 2026 over April 2025 is 3.48%. और monthly data आपको April और May दोनों का याद रखना है. You never know from which month they are going to ask the question. Clear? The VBG Ramji shall come into force across all rural areas of the country with effect from 1st July 2026. और इसमें एक चीज और याद रखना, मैंने पिछली क्लास में बताया था, जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट अलाउंस होता है दैट इज द liability of the state governments, right? That is the liability of the state governments, and for the first 30 days 1/4 of the wages will be provided as the unemployment allowance. After that one half. Okay, after that one half. Consider the following statements with respect to census 2027 and identify the correct statement. It is 15th in series and 8th since independence. No, it is 8th since independence but 16th in the series. The house listing and housing census will be conducted from April to September. Yes. For UT of Ladakh and snowbound areas of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, PE, population enumeration, shall be conducted in September 2026. This is incorrect. And this will be country's first digital census and the first in independent India to include the enumeration of caste as well. The right answer is option B. Consider the following statements with respect to Khelo India tribal games and identify the correct statements. It is the first ever national multi-sport event under the Khelo India program dedicated exclusively to tribal athletes. Yes, it was hosted in Chhattisgarh across 3 host cities, Raipur, Jagdalpur and Sarguja. Sarguja, not Ambikapur. So this is incorrect. Total 338 medals were contested, comprising 106 gold, 106 silver and 126 bronze. So this is also incorrect. The official mascot was Morvi. The right answer will be correct बताना 2 and 3. नहीं, 1 and 4, sorry. 1 and 4 will be the right answer. Ministry of Agriculture will roll out the comprehensive nationwide series of regional conferences of agriculture. It will connect the stakeholders to jointly review the progress of key schemes and formulate forward-looking strategies based on field-level insights. Where will the Western Region Conference take place? It took place in Jaipur. Consider the following statements with respect to Yuva Sangam and identify the incorrect statements. It was launched in 2023 under Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat initiative. The targeted age group of participant is 18 to 30. Yes, the 6th phase covers 22 states and UTs, continuing the model of paired interstate visits. Yes, the initiative is based on 5 pillars: Paryatan, Parampara, Pragati, प्रयास, प्रौद्योगिकी. प्रयास नहीं है, परस्पर संपर्क है. परस्पर संपर्क. So 5 pillars are पर्यटन, परंपरा, प्रगति, परस्पर संपर्क and प्रौद्योगिकी. The right answer is incorrect बताना है. So this is also incorrect. 1 and 4. Option C. In which state Atal Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog has launched ATL Sarthi and Mentor India Academy to extend structured mentorship and institutional support to 379 ATLs, enabling young innovators to translate ideas into solutions? It is Telangana. Ministry of Women and Child Development will celebrate the 8th edition of Poshan Pakhwada from 9th to 23rd April. What is the theme? What was the theme of 8th edition of Poshan Pakhwada? It was maximizing brain development in the first 6 years of life. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has proposed a Skills Outcomes Fund. The fund will mobilize private and public capital to scale outcome-based financing in India's skilling ecosystem. It will be anchored by NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation. Ministry of Education has launched the career cards for children with special needs. Each card offers concise information on roles and responsibilities, required qualification, and potential career pathways. It has been developed together by 6 organizations. Which of the following is not one of the 6 organizations? Okay, UNESCO is not one among them. UNESCO is not one among them. India achieved its highest ever annual wind capacity addition of 6.05 gigawatt during financial 25-26. The right answer is option B. World Homeopathy Day is observed every year on April 10th to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. Hahnemann, the founder of homeopathy. What was the theme of World Homeopathy Day 2026? It was homeopathy for sustainable health. तो जी 100 क्वेश्चन हो चुके हैं हमारे ऑलरेडी 100 क्वेश्चन हो चुके इन जस्ट 35 मिनट्स. इस स्पीड में अगर तुम्हें कोई करा दे इस दुनिया में तो बता देना. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे को कभी कभी रैपर बन जाना चाहिए. ठीक है, चलो ठीक है, यहां तक क्लियर है सब कुछ. कोई दिक्कत, कोई परेशानी, कोई दुविधा हो तो बता दो भाई. देन वी विल मूव अहेड. चलिए, कोई दिक्कत, कोई दुविधा, कोई परेशानी, कोई समस्या? आप खुद भी पढ़ोगे ना, अगर 100 क्वेश्चन का पीडीएफ मैं आपको दूंगा, आप खुद भी पढ़ोगे तो भी आप 35 मिनट में 100 क्वेश्चन नहीं पढ़ोगे. ठीक है, चलिए यहां तक क्लियर है सब कुछ. चलिए, बढ़िया. Okay, let's roll. National Council for Vocational Education and Training has signed agreements with 4 different institutes for recognition as a dual awarding body. With this recognition, the institutes can award, assess, and certify the learners where training is directly being imparted by the awarding body in campuses owned or fully managed by it. Which of the following is not one of the 4 institutes? The 4 institutes are Council of Architecture, Haryana Knowledge Corporation Limited, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar University, and Max Healthcare Institute Limited. Delhi Electrical Skills University is not one among them. Womania initiative was launched by the Government of India on GEM in 2019 to encourage the participation of women-led MSCs and SHGs. Products under Womania are categorized into 5 categories. Which of the following is not one of the 5 categories? The 5 categories are handicrafts, handloom textile, personal hygiene and care, office accessories, and groceries and poultry. Grocery and poultry. So stationery is not one among them. Ministry of Textile has released report on domestic demand of textile market for textiles and clothing, National Household Survey 2024. According to the report, the market size of textile in 2024 stood at 14.95 lakh crores. Out of 14.95 lakh crores, how much is the domestic market size? It is 12.02 lakh crores. Out of 14.95 lakh crores, the domestic market size is 12.02 lakh crores. To strengthen last mile cybersecurity awareness, particularly among women in rural India who are increasingly engaging with digital platforms for financial transaction, eSafe Her initiative has been launched by CDAC Hyderabad in collaboration with the Reliance Foundation. eSafe Her initiative, very important, launched by CDAC Hyderabad in collaboration with Reliance Foundation. Which of the following statements is incorrect with respect to eNAM, Electronic National Agriculture Market? It was established in 2016 by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Yes. It is being managed by Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium. Yes. NIC is the technology provider. No. It is NFCL's iKisan division. NFCL's iKisan division is the technology provider. Or NFCL क्या है? Nagarjunal Fertilizer Company Limited. The Directorate of Marketing and Inspection is entrusted with formulating tradable parameters for commodities to be traded on eNAM. The total number of tradable agricultural commodities on the platform is 247. The right answer is option C. Government of India has commenced the nationwide commemoration of 200th birth anniversary of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule through a 2-year-long celebration starting from April 26 to April 28, in which year Mahatma Phule established Satyashodhak Samaj. It was established in the year 1873. Ministry of Commerce and Industry has released the data for cumulative exports during financial 26. Which of the following countries were the top export destination and top import source respectively in financial 26? Both were China. Okay, both were China. Which organization has launched Super Sales Sathi app, which is a digital sales tool to empower intermediaries and field sales force to serve families with greater efficiencies and confidence? It is LIC, and it has also launched My LIC app for the customers. The Union Cabinet has approved the proposal for creation of a domestic insurance pool, namely Bharat Maritime Insurance Pool. It will ensure that Indian trade continues to have access to affordable insurance for vessels carrying cargo from any international origin to Indian ports and vice versa. How much sovereign guarantee shall be provided? Total 12,980 crores worth of sovereign guarantee shall be provided under the Bharat Maritime Insurance Pool. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has released a report titled Household Social Consumption Health. According to the report, how much percent of persons reported suffering from some ailment? 13.1%. 13.1%, including chronic ailments during the last 15 days period, and the rate of hospitalization was about 2.9%. So the right answer is option D. Niti Aayog has released the latest edition of Trade Watch quarterly publication for third quarter of financial 26. According to the report, what is the growth of merchandise exports in third quarter? It was just 1.6%. Consider the following statements with respect to Panchayati Raj institutions in India and identify the incorrect statements. Madhya Pradesh was the first state in India to implement Panchayati Raj systems. Of course not. It was Rajasthan on the recommendation of Balwant Mehta Committee established a 3-tier Panchayati Raj system in Rajasthan. PRIs in India follow a 3-tier structure. Sabhasar is an AI-based tool that automatically prepares minutes of Gram Sabha meetings. And the Gram Sabha is the general body of all Panchayati Raj representatives in a village. No, it is the general body of all the voters in a panchayat. Right? Incorrect is 1 and 4. Option D. Consider the following statements with respect to New Zealand, India, FTA and identify the correct statement. The FTA will eliminate duty on 100% of Indian exports. Yes. New Zealand will invest $20 billion in India over 15 years. It will strengthen long-term economic and strategic cooperation. The FTA establishes a new temporary employment entry visa pathway with a quota of 5,000 visas for skilled Indians for stay up to 3 years, not 2 years. बाकी सब ठीक है, number of years गलत है. India has offered a market access of 70.03% of the tariff lines while keeping 29.97% tariff lines in exclusion. So this is incorrect. Correct बताना, 1 and 2 will be the right answer. Option B. Option B will be the right answer. Clear? Consider the following statement with respect to Sabka Bima, Sabki Raksha, Amendment of Insurance Act 2025 and identify the incorrect statements. The amendment has raised the FDI limit in Indian insurance companies from 74 to 100. Net own fund requirement for foreign insurers has been reduced from 5,000 crores to 1,000 crores. Not 2,500. The amendment provides for creation of a policyholders education and protection fund to increase the citizens' awareness. And the maximum penalty for non-compliance with the Insurance Act of the IRDA Act has been enhanced from 1 crore to 10 crores. Not 20. So 2 and 4 are incorrect. Right answer is option D. In which 2 states, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and the NBA, National Biodiversity Authority, have launched a 5-year project titled Strengthening Institutional Capacities for Securing Biodiversity Conservation Commitments. It has been launched in Meghalaya and Tamil Nadu. Consider the following statements with respect to Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0 and identify the incorrect statement. The index covered 27 out of 28 states except West Bengal, not Andhra Pradesh. Tripura is the best performing state, having highest percentage of panchayats in front runner category. Total 3635 panchayats were classified as front runners, and based on the composite score, the gram panchayats are classified into 5 categories, not 4. और 5 categories कौन सी है? सबसे पहले होती है अचीवर, फिर फ्रंट रनर, फिर परफॉर्मर्स, अचीवर, फ्रंट रनर, परफॉर्मर्स, एस्पिरेंट्स और बिगिनर्स. अचीवर, फ्रंट रनर, परफॉर्मर्स, एस्पिरेंट और बिगिनर्स. ठीक है, इनकरेक्ट बताना है 1 and 4. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has inaugurated the 10th National Summit on Innovation and Inclusivity, Best Practices Shaping India's Health Future. During the event, Swasth Bharat portal has been launched. For what purpose the portal has been launched? It has been launched to bring multiple national health program onto a single digital interface and thereby facilitating the easy work for the grassroots medical workers. India Post Payment Bank has launched self-help group saving account. There is no monthly average balance requirement in the account. What is the maximum balance limit in the account? तो ये नॉर्मल पेमेंट बैंक अकाउंट के जैसा है. तो मैक्सिमम कितना है? 2 लाख रुपए. Consider the following statements with respect to the publication title Women and Men in India 2025 and identify the correct statements. SRB has been increased from 904 to 919. It has been increased from 904 to 917. GER at higher education in females has been increased from 28.5 to 30.2. Yes. Male infant mortality rate stands at 26. However, 25 is for the female. So this is incorrect. Rural females have seen the highest increase in LFPR going from 37.5 to 45.9. This is correct. 2 and 4 is the right answer. Correct बताना है. With which company UIDAI has signed an agreement to enable the display of authorized Aadhaar centers on their Mappls app? It is Map My India. Which state government is implementing Meri Fasal Mera Byora initiative that allows farmers to register online to get fair prices for their crops, sell them at MSP and receive benefits of government schemes directly into their bank accounts? Meri Fasal Mera Byora initiative is being implemented by the state of Haryana. Yuva Vigyani Karyakram Yuvika is an initiative of Ministry of Science and Technology. It has been designed to develop interest in space science among students at an early stage. The program is targeted at students studying in class 9th across the country. Which institute has developed the multilingual Samudra, which stands for Smart Access to Marine Users for Ocean Data Resources and Advisories mobile application, which provides real-time alerts on ocean hazards such as tsunamis, storm surges, high waves, swell surges, and enabling users to take timely precautionary measures. It has been developed by Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, INCOIS in short. Which state government and Cochin Port Authority have signed an agreement for adoption of Sampann, which is a flagship digital pension and financial management platform of the Department of Telecommunication. The state government is Goa. Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions has launched Unnati portal, which establishes a unified digital backbone for training institutions, enabling real-time monitoring, collaboration, and data-driven capacity building across the system. What does U stand for Unnati? Unnati stands for Unified, नीचे लिखा हुआ Unified New Age National Training Institutions. Unified New Age National Training Institutions, and hence U stands for Unified. Project Chetak of the BRO celebrated its 47th Raising Day at Bikaner, Rajasthan. The project has played a vital role in developing and maintaining infrastructure in Rajasthan, Punjab, and northern parts of Gujarat. What is the motto of Project Chetak? The motto is Chetak ka prayas, Desh ka vikas. In which district of Madhya Pradesh, Unnat Krishi Mahotsav 2026 exhibition and training will be held to provide cutting-edge technology and fresh market opportunities to the farmer? It was organized in the district of Raisen. The major ports under the Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways have collectively handled 915.17 million tons of cargo during financial 26, surpassing the annual target of 904 million tons. This marks a year-on-year growth of 7.06%. Which port authority is emerged as the top performer with cargo handling of 160.11 million tons in financial 26? It is Deen Dayal Port Authority. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved investment of 14,105.83 crores for constitution of Kalaitu Hydroelectric Project. Where is it located? It is located in Arunachal Pradesh. And Kamala Hydro Power Project has also been inaugurated in Arunachal Pradesh. Which of the following? The Union Cabinet has approved proposal of Department of Fertilizer for fixing the nutrient-based subsidy rates for Kharif season 26 from 1st April 2026 to 30th September 2026 on phosphatic and potassic fertilizers. Which of the following organization has launched Arogyavan initiative to enrich biodiversity along the national highways by introducing medicinal tree species that support pollinators, birds, and microfauna, thereby strengthening ecosystem resilience? It has been launched by NHAI, National Highway Authority of India. Clear? Which bank has launched Samvad, an industry-first AI-powered multilingual conversational platform aimed at transforming customer interactions at its branches? It has been launched by Bank of Baroda. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare on the second day of Advanced Agriculture Festival being held in Raisen, Madhya Pradesh has released a comprehensive agriculture roadmap for 4 districts of MP. Which of the following is not one of the 4 districts? The 4 districts are Sihor, Raisen, Vidisha, and Devas. Gwalior is not one among them. At which airport DRI has busted a syndicate, seizing 29.37 kg of gold valued at 37.74 crore under Operation Dhahabu Blitz. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport of Mumbai. With which of the following organizations FIU India has signed an agreement to enable both agencies to establish robust feedback mechanism for enhancing fraud detection protocols at the national level? It has been signed with I4C, that is Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. Which of the following organizations is developing AI-based platform Saral AI to convert complex technology and research work into simple language, social media content, including podcasts and short videos in 18 Indian languages? It has been developed by ANRF, Anusandhan National Research Foundation. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched a dedicated mobile app designed to support and streamline the clinical workflow of community health officers across the country. It has been developed by ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. With which two regulatory bodies FIU India has signed an MOU to combat money laundering and financial crimes, PFRD and SEBI. In which city Government of India has notified India's first chip fabrication plant? It has been notified in the Dholera. Dholera is in obviously Gujarat. The Ministry of Electronics and IT has constituted the AI Governance and Economic Group. It is a high-level interministerial body that will serve as India's central institutional mechanism for AI governance policy development and coordination. Who is the chairperson? The chairperson is the Minister of Communication. Which of the following organizations has launched an anthology titled Divya Bharat, a window to the soul of India, a comprehensive initiative aimed at inspiring citizens and global travelers to explore India's diverse tourism landscape through a structured and immersive approach? It is Niti Aayog. The government has recognized more than 55,200 startups during financial 26, marking the highest number of startups recognized in a single year since the launch of Startup India initiative. Which state has the highest number of recognized startups and direct employment generation as on 31st March 2026? It is the state of Maharashtra, followed by Karnataka, and then UP. The Union Cabinet has approved to release an additional installment of DA to central government employees and dearness relief to pensioner with effect from 1st January 26, representing an increase of 2% over the existing rate of 58% of the basic pure pension. So now it will be 60%. Which state government has signed an MOU with NICDC Logistics Data Services Limited to digitize the logistic landscape in the state by leveraging Unified Logistic Interface Platform? It is the state of Maharashtra. With which IIT Ministry of Minority Affairs has signed an MOU with under the PM Vikas Pradhan Mantri Virasat Ka Samvardhan scheme to provide industry relevant training to the youth. It has been signed with IIT Patna. Which state's first ever structured pulse procurement initiative has been launched by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare under Atmanirbhar Pulses Mission? Mission for Atmanirbharta in Pulses is the actual name of the scheme. Bihar is the correct answer. World Earth Day was observed on 22nd April. This year's celebration centered on the global theme, Our Power, Our Planet. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has announced the designation of Sheikh Hajil Bird Sanctuary as a Ramsar site, taking India's total to 99. In which district of UP Sheikh Hajil Bird Sanctuary is located? It is located in Aligarh. और अभी recently 100th रामसर साइट भी आ गया है. बताओ कौन सा है? 100th रामसर साइट भी आ गया है. बताना कौन है? बताओ भैया कौन है? 18th सिविल सर्विस डे वो भी यूपी में ही है, बलिया जिले में है. 18th Civil Service Day was observed on 21st April 2026. On this day in 1947, Sardar Patel addressed the probationers of All India Administrative Service, where he described civil servants as the steel frame of India. What was the theme? It was Viksit Bharat, citizen-centric governance and development at the last mile. हाँ जी. Surhatal is the 100th Ramsar site of the country, located in Balia district of UP. Chali. In which year will be commemorated as India Republic of Korea Friendship Year, as announced during the state visit of President of Republic of Korea to India? 28-29. Which state's Department of Employment and Training has signed an agreement with NCVET, National Council for Vocational Education and Training, recognition as awarding body dual to the Department of Employment and Training, Telangana? Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has launched Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan 2.0 app for strengthening the monitoring and implementation framework of the National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction. When was the Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan launched? It was launched in the year 2020. Whereas Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship launched Asia's first UNESCO chair on gender inclusion and skill development. It was launched in the city of Pune. In which stadium Saras Ajivika Mela 27 will take place under the day NRLM, providing a national platform to rural SHGs and artisans. It was organized in Major Dhyanchand National Stadium in New Delhi. Which project of BRO celebrated its 66th Raising Day on 24th April 2026, marking 65 years of dedicated service in the Bhutan Kingdom since its establishment in April 1961? It was Project Dantak. Niti Aayog has launched DPI at 2047 for Viksit Bharat, a strategic roadmap that charts the next phase of India's DPI journey as a driver of inclusive and productivity-led growth. It has been developed in partnership with the Step Foundation and Deloitte. It has been developed, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है एग्जाम में. एक स्टेप फाउंडेशन एंड डिलॉइट, ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है एग्जाम में, ध्यान रखना. Where has the fifth World Small Scale Fisheries Congress taken place on the theme Small Scale Fisheries for Advancing Just Harmony, Young Futures and Regenerative Wisdom? It took place in the country of Thailand. Which university has signed an MOU with Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay National Academy for Social Security, the apex training institution of the EPFO, to launch a joint executive development program on labor law and social security compliance? It was in Gujarat. It was with Gujarat National Law University. Name the biannual journal on official statistics released by MOSPI, which serves as a premier platform for dissemination of research based on data from NSS, official statistics and related analytical studies. The name of the biannual journal is Sarvekshan. The Prime Minister has inaugurated Greenfield Ganga Expressway in Hardoi, UP. In its first phase, it connects Meerut to Prayagraj. What is the total length? Total length is 594 kilometers. For how many years Ministry of Commerce and Industry has exempted the IP registrations related to sports, including trademarks, copyrights, patent design, traditional knowledge, and geographical indications? It has been exempted for total 3 years. 3 साल के लिए exempt कर दिया गया है. ठीक है जी. The 239th meeting of Central Board of Tech Trustees Employees Provident Fund took place under the chairmanship of Minister of Labour and Employment. How much annual rate of interest has been approved by the board to be credited on EPF accumulation for the financial 25-26? Very important question, 8.25%. Consider the following statements with respect to declarations made during the India AI Impact Summit 26 and identify the incorrect statements. The Resilient AI Challenge has been announced in partnership with UNESCO and France, not Japan. Global AI Impact Commons has been launched as a voluntary initiative featuring 80 plus impact stories across 30 plus countries. New Delhi Frontier AI Impact Commitments were announced by 13 leading global and Indian frontier model developers. Correct? AI for advancing inclusion through AI, Alliance for Advancing Inclusion through AI endorsed by 20 countries and UNICEF has been launched, not UNESCO. So the right answer is option E, 1 and 4, because we need to identify the incorrect statements. Chaliye. Consider the following statements with respect to HPV vaccination drive and identify the correct statements. The campaign has been launched for girls who have completed 14 years but not yet completed 15 years. The duration of the campaign was 90 days. It is a pilot campaign and it will be launched based on its success. Full-fledged इसको पूरे देश में launch किया जाएगा. The vaccination will be deferred in case of girls who are allergic to yeast, and the campaign has been launched from Ajmer in Rajasthan. Ajmer, Rajasthan से इसको launch किया गया था. The right answer is option A, only 1 and 3. Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has Shivraj Singh Chauhan celebrated his birthday as Prem or Seva Sankalp Divas. Consider the following statements with respect to the initiative launched as part of the Sankalp Divas and identify the correct statements. Under Prem Sundar Pratibha Samman, school toppers will receive cash awards of 51, 31 and 21,000. Mama Mobile Hospital for Rural Healthcare has been launched to improve healthcare access in rural areas. It will attract funding from Manrega. It will attract funding from MP LAD. Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme. Mama Coaching Classes for Youth has been launched to provide free coaching for competitive examinations such as banking, SSC, MPPSC and DRDO. and call for a harmonious and responsible society to strengthen social harmony, family unity, promotion of Swadeshi products, and responsible citizenship. The right answer is 1, 3, and 4. Name the female mascot launched by Ministry of Home Affairs for Census 2027. Female is Pragati and male is Vikas. The 5% model for water security has been launched by farmers of ex-district of Y State. According to the model, farmers voluntarily set aside 5% of their agriculture land to construct small recharge ponds and terraced pits. These structures capture rainwater directly within fields, ensuring that every monsoon drop is retained, absorbed, and reused. It has been launched in Korea district of Chhattisgarh. Swayat initiative of GEM enables startups, women entrepreneurs, youth, micro and small enterprises, SHGs, and last mile sellers to directly participate in public procurement ecosystem through Government Marketplace. In which year Swayat was launched? It was launched in the year 2019. Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation is organizing Jal Mahotsav 26 from 8th March to 22nd March. Under the campaign, a number of events were organized. Which event was organized as a community-led initiative at village level that embeds water stewardship into local tradition? It was Lok Jal Utsav. It was Lok Jal Utsav. Next, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has set the emission thresholds and eligibility conditions that must be compiled in order for ammonia and methanol produced to be classified as green. According to standards, green ammonia shall have a total non-biogenic greenhouse gas emission of not more than 0.38 kg CO2 equivalent per kg of ammonia. The right answer is 0.38, and in case of green methanol, it should be 0.44. Consider the following statements with respect to International Women's Day and identify the correct statements. The theme of 2026 was Rights, Justice, Action for all women and girls. National level celebration in India took place at Ikana Stadium in Lucknow. It took place at Manekshaw Auditorium in New Delhi. Shakti Walk She Leads Bharat was organized to highlight the central role of women in shaping a progressive and inclusive Bharat. And Give to Gain campaign was launched to highlight the power of collective support in advancing gender equality. 1, 3, and 4 is the correct answer, option C. Consider the following statements with respect to CPI numbers with base year 24 for February 2026 and identify the incorrect statement. This is very important because this was the first CPI with base year 2024. Year-on-year inflation stood at 3.21% for month of February 2026 over February 2025. The commodity with lowest inflation at all India combined level in February 2026 was garlic. The commodity with highest inflation was silver jewelry, not gold. Right? And the top state with highest inflation was Telangana, not Kerala. Okay, so 3 and 4 are incorrect. The right answer is 3 and 4. Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities has entered into a partnership with a consortium of organizations with diverse expertise in technology, education, accessibility, and social empowerment. The partnership aims to accelerate empowerment and opportunity for persons with hearing impairment. By what name the consortium of organization is represented? It is Coalition of the Willing. Fraud Pro is an advanced AI/ML driven fraud detection platform aimed at securing telecom ecosystem against identity-based fraud. It has been designed and developed by CDOT, Center for Development of Telematics. Center for Development of Telematics. Ministry of Ayush has inaugurated Yoga Mahotsav 26, marking the 100-day countdown to the 12th edition of International Day of Yoga 26. Name the initiative launched during the event, which aims to help individuals adopt yoga as a daily habit, encouraging consistent practice. Yoga 365. Ministry of Communication is implementing Samriddh Gram Digital Services pilot initiative for providing citizen-centric services in rural areas through Samriddhi Kendras. The project has been launched in pilot mode in 3 villages, which are Narakoduru in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh, Choravla in Muzaffarnagar, and Umri in Guna district of Madhya Pradesh. Ministry of Jal Shakti has released the Sujal Gaon ID, a unique digital identifier that enables complete digital mapping of rural piped water supply assets. As of March 2026, 1.64 lakh Sujal Gaon IDs have been created across 31 states and UTs. According to the final estimates of 24-25 for horticulture production, the total horticulture crop area stood at 301.36 lakh hectares with a growth rate of 3.61% over 2023-24. Which of the following organizations has launched Krishi Sakhi initiative to empower women farmers and work towards achieving inclusive growth. It has been launched by Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited. Ministry of Tribal Affairs has launched a dedicated premium signature brand, RISA, Timeless Tribal. It has been launched to create a unique brand identity for tribal products, ensuring that the intricate craftsmanship of India's ethnic communities find its rightful place in markets. The name RISA is inspired by Tripura's traditional hand-woven stole. The right answer is Tripura. A report titled Realizing the Export Potential of India's Sports Equipment Manufacturing Sector has been launched by Niti Aayog. According to the report, India's sports good export will reach $8.1 billion by 2036. Government of India has constituted the National Dental Commission along with 3 autonomous boards, replacing the Dental Council of India. The commission will introduce essential and long overdue regulatory reforms in dental education and enhance the access to affordable oral healthcare across the country. Who has been appointed as the chairperson? Dr. Sanjay Tiwari is the chairperson of National Dental Commission. The felicitation ceremony of Kaushalta Se Udyamita Navonmesh Protsahan Sparda was held at National Skill Training Institute, Bangalore. The program was launched to encourage trainees to transform their technical skills into innovative ideas and entrepreneurial ventures, fostering a culture of enterprise creation among the country's skilled youth. How much cash prize has been awarded to first prize winners in respective categories? 1 lakh rupees. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has released the results of annual survey of unincorporated sector enterprise for 25 for reference period January 25 to December 25. According to the survey, how many unincorporated sector establishments are there? 7.92 crores. Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has launched National AI Skilling Initiative to train 15,000 participants from creative and media sectors. Which among the following are the implementation partners of the initiatives? The implementation partners are YouTube and Google. Consider the following statements with respect to the nationally determined contribution of India and identify the correct statements. Very important question. India has set a target of reducing emission intensity to 47% to be achieved by 2035. We have already reduced it by 36% and the target is to reduce it to 47% by 2035. Creating carbon sink through forest and tree cover to 4.5 to 5 billion tons of CO2. 3.5 to 4 billion tons of CO2 equivalent by 2025. And the target of 60% share of non-fossil fuel-based energy resources and installed electric power capacity to be achieved by 2035, जो कि already बहुत जल्दी हो जाएगा because we have already 53.21% share of non-fossil fuel-based energy sources in the installed electric power supply. 53.21% already है 2026 में, तो 2035 तक तो obviously 60% से भी ज़्यादा होगा. In shaping India's NDC for 31 to 35, the government has considered the outcomes of the first global stocktake. This is correct. The right answer is option B. Ministry of Education has issued a 3-year action plan for Nasha Mukt Vidyalaya under Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. According to the action plan, the area within a 500-meter radius of schools has been declared as the drug-free zone. Name the project being implemented by Ministry of Electronics and IT to promote human resource development through capacity building in education, training and research in unmanned aircraft systems. Swayan is the name of the project. The Government of India, in consultation with the Reserve Bank of India, has finalized its borrowing program for first half of financial 27. Out of gross marketing borrowing of 16.09 lakh crores, dash is planned to be borrowed in half one. 51% is planned to be borrowed in first half through issuance of dated securities, and RBI has fixed the ways and mean advances limit of first half of financial 2026-2027 at 2.50 lakh crores. The right answer is option D. Consider the following statements with respect to QS World University rankings by subject 2026 and identify the correct statement. It ranks the universities across 5 broad subject areas featuring 55 narrow subjects. University of Oxford has topped in engineering and technology. It's not University of Oxford, it is MIT, which has topped in engineering and technology. Oxford has topped in arts and humanities. Arts and humanities में Oxford ने top किया है. India records 27 top 50 positions across subject and broad faculty area. And Chaudhry Charan Singh Haryana Agricultural University Hisar has made its maiden entry in 301 to 350 band. The right answer is correct बताना 1 and 4. Option B. The government of Japan has committed official development assistance loan of JPY $275.858 billion, approximately 16,420 crores to India. The loan has been committed for 4 projects in the sectors of urban transport, health and agriculture. The project shall be implemented in 3 states. Which of the following are the 3 states? The three states are Karnataka, Punjab, and Maharashtra. 2, 3, and 5 will be the right answer. Consider the following statements with respect to energy statistics in India 2026 and identify the incorrect statement. Total primary energy supply has registered a growth of 2.95% over the past year. Per capita consumption of energy stood at 18,096, not 8,000. 18,096 megajoule per person during financial 25. This is incorrect. Solar energy has the highest share in the total renewable energy capacity as always. And percentage loss due to transmission and distribution has gone down to around 17% during financial 25, not 27. The right answer is incorrect. B, 2 and 4. Consider the following statements with respect to Mission Karmayogi and identify the correct statements. It was launched in 2020 to build a future-ready and citizen-centric civil service. iGot Karmayogi is a digital learning platform under the mission managed by CBC. It is managed by Karmayogi Bharat Special Purpose Vehicle. Karmayogi Bharat Special Purpose Vehicle. The mission is being implemented by DOPT and Sadhana Saptah has been launched on the occasion of the Foundation Day of Capacity Building Commission and the completion of 5 years of Mission Karmayogi. The right answer is 3 and 4. Option E. Ministry of Electronics and IT has unveiled the Nyay Setu AI chatbot. It is a voice-first, multimodal, multilingual, AI-powered legal assistant designed to democratize the access to justice by helping citizens understand legal processes, rights, and next steps through simple voice and text interactions. The mascot of Nyay Setu AI chatbot has been unveiled. Name the mascot. It is Dishika. Which municipal corporation has deployed an AI-powered G-Spider robo for safe, precise, and human-free canal cleaning in high-risk area? It has been launched by Thiruvananthapuram Municipal Corporation. OTEC Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion Project has been designed to convert seawater into potable water by using the temperature difference between warm surface water and cold deep sea water to generate energy. Where is the project being implemented? It is being implemented in the UT of Lakshadweep. The inaugural edition of Raisina Science Diplomacy Initiative was held at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. The initiative was jointly launched by Office of PSA to the Government of India and Observer Research Foundation as part of the Raisina Dialogue. Option A. Name the portal which was introduced with effect from 1st April 2023 to manage the revised fund flow procedures under the MP LAT. It is eSakshi. There is only one portal of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, famous one, eSakshi. The International Malaria Conference 2026 was organized to bring together to discuss innovative approaches and strategies for malaria elimination. Where was the conference organized? It was organized in New Delhi. All right, my dear friends, 200 questions are done. Now, please tell me if you have any doubt or कोई दिक्कत, कोई परेशानी. कोई प्रॉब्लम? सही है? Do hit the like button, do subscribe to the channel as well to take forward your own platform exaMnorM. सही है भाई, ओके सब कुछ यहां तक. चलिए, मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, इतने फास्ट मोड में तुम्हें कोई नहीं कराएगा. नहीं, CPI data for April and May you need to remember yes because वो monthly और Feb का इसलिए क्योंकि वो पहला था in the series of 2024. चलो, let's move ahead. Let's roll to the question number 201. Name the exclusive handloom expo organized by National Handloom Development Corporation with the support of Minister of Textiles to celebrate India's rich handloom heritage while highlighting the role of women in the handloom sector. Virasat Shakti. Name the program of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports under which a nationwide athletics league at 250 locations was held to celebrate International Women's Day on March 8. It is Asmita, which stands for Achieving Sports Milestone by Inspiring Women Through Action. The government has crossed the landmark of 3 crore Lakpati Didis more than a year ahead of original March 2027 timeline. The government has now set a new ambitious target of 6 crore Lakpati Didis by March 2029, doubling both scale and aspiration. Very important. The cabinet has approved the decision to enhance the corpus of agriculture infrastructure fund from 1 lakh crore to 2 lakh crores. The union government has reaffirmed its commitment to shielding Indian farmers from international market fluctuations by ensuring the availability of key fertilizers at affordable rates for ongoing Rabi 26 season. The Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers has announced that the MRP of DAP has been maintained at a stable 1,350 per 50 kg bag. 1350. Nutrient use efficiency refers to the proportion of applied fertilizer nutrients that are effectively absorbed and utilized by crops for growth and yield. What is the estimate NUE in India for nitrogen? For nitrogen, it is 30 to 45, phosphorus 15 to 25, potassium 50 to 60. PB Shabd, that is Prasar Bharati Shared Audio Visuals for Broadcast and Dissemination, was launched in March 2024 as a shared feed service. It provides access to logo-free daily news items across various formats, including video, audio, text, and photos to media organizations. Prasar Bharati has announced that free access to Shabad will remain free till March 2027. Guys, do share the session with the people you know who are preparing for RBI so that they can also join. ठीक है, मैंने आपको बताया I have only one merit to teach you on YouTube. ठीक है, देखो ऊपर वाले की कृपा से खा कमा लेंगे हम, ठीक है, लेकिन आपको पता है कि YouTube पे आने का मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव सिर्फ एक ही होता है, दैट आई कैन प्रोवाइड द क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, क्वालिटी कंटेंट टू ऑल. ठीक है, एंड फॉर दैट we need to together come in the live class and join in large numbers. चलो वापस आते. Which ministry launched the Suposhit Gram Panchayat Abhiyan for 26 December 2024, which identifies and incentivizes the high-performing Gram Panchayats based on data from the Poshan Tracker application? It is the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Dr. Parth Biswas has assumed the charge as the member of National Commission for Scheduled Caste, who is the chairperson. Mr. Kishore Makwana is the chairperson of NCSC. Which of the following organizations under MOSTE implements the craftsman training scheme through a network of ITIs for skilling the youth? It is being implemented by DGT, Director General of Training. Which airport in Tamil Nadu has been declared as an international airport after the approval of Union Cabinet? Madurai Airport is now the international airport. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved 2 projects of Ministry of Railways and at a total cost of 447 crores in 5 districts of 2 states. In which 2 states the projects have been launched? It has been launched in West Bengal and Jharkhand. Name the operation carried out by DRI which has busted a clandestine facility engaged in production of alprazolam, a psychotropic substance under NDPES Act of 1985 in Kondapalli Industrial Development Area, District NTR of Andhra Pradesh. It is the Operation White Hammer. To which 2 countries APIDA has facilitated the first export consignment of 25 metric tons of GI tag Joha rice from Assam? The 2 countries are UK and Italy. India currently has 16 elements inscribed on UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Which of the following is the nodal agency for intangible cultural heritage under the Ministry of Culture? It is Sangeet Natak Academy. Which portal was launched in 2025 as a real-time digital portal facilitating access to oceanic data, promoting evidence-driven ocean governance, and for supporting climate forecasting, marine resource tracking, and disaster early warning? It is Sahab portal, which stands for Spatial Analytic and Holistic Assessment Vehicle. Which of the following organizations of Ministry of Railways has taken up the development of Trinetra, that is terrain imaging for locomotive drivers, infrared enhanced optical and ranging device assisted for assisting the local pilots during foggy, rainy and inclement weather? It is RDSO, Research Designs and Standards Organization. RDSO, Research Designs and Standards Organization. Chali. Which port authority has achieved a major technological milestone by becoming the first port in India to launch the Digital Twin Initiative for Port Management? It is VO Chidambaranar Port Authority. As per household consumption expenditure, 23-24 average monthly per capita expenditure during 23-24 of scheduled tribes for a rural and urban area is rural 3363, urban 6030. The right answer is option A. Adivani is an AI-powered translation platform developed by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. It is currently available in 4 languages: Gondi, Mundari, Bili, and Santali. 2 languages, that is Kui from Odisha and Garo from Meghalaya, are in the development phase. How many languages are proposed to be included in Adivani in second phase? 7. MOSPI has planned to conduct rapid survey on functional cooperatives from April 2026. What is the objective of the survey? The objective of the survey is to estimate the GVA as well as employment of major cooperative sectors. Which of the following companies has become the first mining company in the country to produce 50 million tons of iron ore in a single financial year? It is NMDC Limited, which is the first mining company in the country to produce 50 million tons of iron ore in a year. Which of the following institutes under Ministry of Defense has achieved a significant milestone by securing Ati Utkrish, that is 4-star accreditation under the National Standards for Civil Service Training Institution framework? It is Defense Headquarters Training Institutes. The Department of Post has launched 24 speed post for next day guaranteed delivery for urgent and time sensitive consignment. In the first phase, the service will be available in 6 cities. Which of the following is not one of the 6 cities? These are the 6 cities are Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and if I'm not wrong, these are Kolkata and Chennai. If I'm not wrong, please correct me if I'm not wrong. Kolkata and Chennai. Bhubaneswar is not one among them. Please correct me if I'm wrong. कोलकाता एंड चेन्नई है ना बाकी दो. साहित्य अकेडमी, क्योंकि मेरे को थोड़ा सा डाउट है, इसलिए मैं आस्किंग फ्रॉम यू. हाँ जी, कोलकाता चेन्नई है. ठीक है, थैंक यू फॉर कंफर्मिंग. Sahitya Academy Awards 2025 have been bestowed upon 8 books of poetry, 4 novels, 6 books of short stories, 2 essays, 1 literary criticism, 1 autobiography, and 2 memoir. In how many languages Sahitya Academy bestows the award? The awards is bestowed in 12, not 12 actually, 24 languages. 24 languages में ये award दिया जाता है. Which union minister has been conferred the Lifetime Achievement Award in Medicine and Diabetes at the Chennai National Meet for his outstanding contribution as a distinguished medical professional, author, and advocate for advancing diabetes care and public health? It is Dr. Jitendra Singh, who is the Minister of Science and Technology. National Scheduled Tribes Finance and Development Corporation is implementing a number of schemes for welfare of tribal people. Adivasi Mahila Sashakti Yojana is a dedicated scheme for scheduled tribe women entrepreneurs. Under the scheme, loans at concessional interest rate of 4% per annum is offered. 4% per annum पे आदिवासी महिला सशक्तिकरण योजना में लोन दिया जाता है. The government share of stipend provided to apprentices under National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme is limited to 25% of prescribed minimum stipend up to a maximum of 1500. NAPS के अंदर 1500 है और National Apprenticeship Training Scheme के अंदर 4500 है. And do remember, NAPS is being implemented by Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and NATS, National Apprenticeship Training Scheme, is being implemented by Ministry of Education. The right answer is option B. How many UNESCO World Heritage Sites are there in the country as of March 2026, which includes cultural, natural, and mixed heritage site? कल्चरल है 36, नेचुरल है 7 और मिक्स्ड है 1. और ये कौन सा है? कंचनजंगा. कंचनजंगा, ठीक है, जिसको खांडचनजंगा भी बोलते हैं, खांडचनजंगा. तो 36, 7, 43, 1, 44 is the right answer. Ministry of Rural Development has announced the operationalization of a comprehensive internal audit portal. The platform is designed to shift audit processes from traditional manual tracking to a real-time centralized digital ecosystem. The portal has been developed by NIC, National Informatics Center. Name the portal launched by National Housing Bank to enable defense or government personnel to avail the home loans with ease from the location of their posting. Grah Sugam is the name of the portal that has been launched by NHB, National Housing Bank. Clear? Name the portal launched by Ministry of Road Transport and Highway to digitize key approval and inspection processes related to the construction of road over bridges. It is PRISM SG, which stands for Portal for Railroad Inspection and Stages Management, Steel Girders. Government of India is implementing Pushpak, a national mission on drone technology to design, develop, and demonstrate the indigenous technologies for the autonomous drone ecosystem. The initiative is a collaboration of CDAC Thiruvananthapuram, CDAC Bangalore, Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute, IIT Gandhinagar, Kala Salingam Academy of Research and Education, Tamil Nadu, and IIT Bombay. The Digital India Bhashini Division and PFRDA have signed an MOU under the initiative titled Bhashini for Seva Sanchalan, Bhashini Sayogi Program, under which recently DPIIT has also signed an MOU. The collaboration aims to strengthen multilingual data digital capabilities with the pension fund services ecosystem through integration with the Bhashini platform. In how many languages the access of PFRDA ecosystem shall be provided? 22 Indian scheduled languages. The 14th Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization is scheduled to be held from 26 to 29 March 2026 in Yaoundé. The conference will bring together trade ministers from WTO member countries to deliberate on key issues affecting the global trading system. Yaoundé is located in Cameroon. India has intensified efforts to scale up domestic production of rare earth permanent magnets and accelerate exploration of critical minerals such as lithium, with production capacity target to reach 5,000 tons by 2030. Name the AI-powered real-time speech-to-text transcription and translation tool developed by Bhashini, which includes AI-based services across 22 Indian languages. It is Shruth Lake. Name of the AI-powered real-time speech-to-text transcription and translation tool developed by Bhashini is Shruth Lake. The day NRLM, under the Ministry of Rural Development, has launched National Compendium titled Strengthening Rural Livelihoods Through Convergence, Insights from Practice. It has been launched in collaboration with Pradhan and State Rural Livelihood Mission with support from Axis Bank Foundation. Name the initiative of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare aimed at reducing the financial burden on patients suffering from cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and other crucial ailments by offering quality and branded medicines, implants, and surgical consumables. It is Amrit. Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti has assumed charge as the chairperson, and Miss Kiran Umesh Mahalle has assumed charge as the member of National Commission for Backward Classes. Which article of the Constitution granted a constitutional status to the Commission? Article 338B granted a constitutional status to the National Commission for Backward Classes. Which country has stopped in issuing internationally recognized certificates of compliance under the Nagoya Protocol on Access and Benefit Sharing, accounting for 56.63% of all certificates issued worldwide? It is our Pyara Bharat, India. The CSIR, National Institute of Science, Communication and Policy Research, has entered an MOU with the Science City of Andhra Pradesh to strengthen science communication and promote collaborative research in science, technology, and innovation policy. The government ensures availability of banking outlet, bank branch, business correspondent, India Post Payments Bank within 5 km of all inhabited villages in the country. Availability of banking outlets is monitored by a GIS-based application which is named as Jan Dhan Darshak app. Consider the following statements with respect to Bharat Taxi and you need to identify the incorrect statements. It was launched in June 2025 as a pilot project in Delhi NCR and not Mumbai. In Delhi NCR and Gujarat. Launch month or year, theek hai. Out of the total profit, 80% goes to the taxi driver. Every Sarthi buys a share of just rupees 500. Ek share 500 rupees ka, which makes the driver a co-owner. And there will be an option of Sarthi Didi, under which women passengers will be picked up only by the women drivers. This is also correct. So third incorrect hai. Incorrect batana 1 and 3. Why? Option B. India joined the BRICS Center for Industrial Competencies. The center serves as a one-stop center providing integrated support services to manufacturing companies and MSMEs across BRICS countries. Which organization has been designated as the India Center for BRICS Industrial Competencies? It is National Productivity Council, NPC. How much incentive per gram panchayat has been provided to top 1,000 qualified GPs under Suposhit Gram Panchayat Abhiyan to adopt practices that ensure better nutrition and overall health? It is 1 lakh. Consider the following statements with respect to Dash program of Capacity Building Commission and identify the correct statements. It was launched in 2025 to provide capacity building training to CPSE officials. It is jointly implemented by Capacity Building Commission in partnership with Standing Conference of Public Enterprise. McKinsey and Company and IIM Bengaluru are the knowledge partners. The knowledge partners are McKinsey and Company and IIM Ahmedabad. And 73 senior officials from different sectors participated in the first batch of Dash program. 1, 2, and 4 is the correct answer. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has launched nationwide Pulses Revolution from Sehore district of MP under the mission. 1,000 pulse mills will be opened across the country. How much capital subsidy will government provide for setting up of pulse mills? 20 लाख रुपए का नहीं 25 लाख रुपए का सब्सिडी इसके अंदर मिलता है 25 लाख रुपए. Consider the following statements with respect to the Network Readiness Index 2025 and identify the correct statement. It has been released by World Economic Forum to assess 127 countries. 127 correct है, लेकिन it has been released by Portulans Institute. Portulans Institute. ठीक है. The countries have been assessed based on 53 indicators. The top 3 countries are USA, Finland, and Singapore. Top 3 है USA, Finland, and Singapore. India has been ranked at 45th position with a score of 54.43. This is correct. The right answer is option B. Which of the following institutes has conducted a study titled The Implementation of Labor Codes, a Perception-Based Analysis to assess awareness and understanding of the labor codes? It has been conducted by V.V. Giri National Labour Institute. Consider the following statement with respect to India-USA trade deal and identify the correct statements. Under the agreement, the tariffs on US dollar 30.94 billion of exports have been reduced from 50 to 18%. Additional structured duty relief ensures zero reciprocal duty access for US dollar 1.04 billion under the exemption category. Agricultural products valued at 1.035 billion have been assured zero reciprocal tariffs, and tariffs on textile exports have been reduced from 50 to 18%, not zero. This is incorrect. 1, 2, and 3 will be the right answer. Option B. ठीक है. चलो. Consider the following statements with respect to flagship events of India AI Impact Summit 2026 and identify the correct statement. AI for All is being implemented in partnership with Startup India and AI and the Digital India Bhashini division. This is correct. The research symposium on AI serves as the principal academic platform of AI India AI Impact Summit 2026 with knowledge partners as Triple IT Hyderabad. Triple IT Hyderabad, not IT Madras. Under AI by her, the selected solutions will be rewarded with an award of 2.5 crores, not 20 lakhs. This is also incorrect. Yuva AI is aimed at encouraging young innovators to develop AI solutions for the real world challenges. This is correct. Correct बताना 1 and 4. Option B. Benchmark Open Data Platform for Health AI, that is both, is a privacy preserving benchmarking platform that enables evaluation of AI models using diverse real world health data without sharing underlying data sets. It provides a structured mechanism to test and validate AI solutions before large scale deployment, which IIT, in collaboration with National Health Authority, has developed the board. It has been developed in collaboration with IIT Kanpur. And similarly, a Sahi initiative was also launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Name the open source end-to-end voice AI stack launched by Digital India Bhashini division, which enables secure and scalable deployment of voice systems across governments, research institutions, and innovative ecosystem. It is Voice Era. Bharat Bodh and AI Conclave has been organized to advance the integration of AI across India's education ecosystem. The conclave was focused on 4 verticals. Which of the following is not one of the 4 verticals? The 4 verticals are AI for school education, higher education, skilling and workforce readiness, and research and deep technology. Gender-based education is not one among the 4 verticals. India has formally joined the PAC Silica Coalition during the India AI Impact Summit 2026. It is a United States-led international initiative focused on strengthening and coordinating supply chains for advanced technologies. In which year the initiative was launched? It was launched in the year 2025 by USA. Consider the following statements with respect to National Monetization Pipeline 2.0 and identify the correct statement. Very important topic. यहाँ से question exam में आप लोगों के आ सकता है. NMP 2.0 estimated aggregate monetization potential of 16.72 lakh crores. Monetization of the asset, monitoring of the asset monetization will be done by an empowered group core group of secretaries on asset monetization chaired by Secretary to Ministry of Finance. It is chaired by Cabinet Secretary, of course. The largest portion of the proceeds under NMP 2.0 shall accrue to the consolidated fund, and NMP has estimated that the highest monetization value will come from highways, multimodal logistic parks, and ropeway sector. So the right answer is option C. The Directorate General of Commercial Intelligence and Statistics have revised the base year of India's merchandise trade indices from financial 13 to 23. The base year has been revised based on the recommendation of a committee which was chaired by Nachiketa Chattopadhyay. The Energy and Resource Institute has organized the World Sustainable Development Summit 2026. The summit brings together stakeholders to deliberate on the issues related to sustainable development and come together to achieve the objectives of sustainable development. Which of the following was the partner country? The partner country was Norway. In which state AIM has launched the State Innovation Mission as part of State Support Mission to strengthen the innovation ecosystem of the state through capacity building, policy support, partnership, and peer learning? It is the state of Tripura. Ministry of Railways has introduced the ERCT system, which will replace end-to-end computerization and digitization of the Railway Claims Tribunal. The tribunal adjudicates claims against railway administration relating to compensation for death or injury in rail accidents and untoward incidents, loss or non-delivery of goods, and refund of fares and freight. Where is the principal bench of tribunal located? It is located in New Delhi. On the occasion of Sant Ravidas, Adampur Airport has been renamed as Sri Guru Ravidas Maharaj Airport. Where is Adampur Airport located? It is located in Jalandhar in Punjab. Ministry of Defence has approved the grant of Mini Ratna Category 1 status to Yantra India Limited. The status empowers the board of Yantra India Limited to incur capital expenditure on new projects, modernization, purchase of equipment, etc. up to 500 crores. And for that, there is no require of government approval. Which port has been awarded the first prize at Swachhata Pakhwada Awards 2025, instituted by Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways in recognition of its outstanding performance in cleanliness, sustainability, and community participation. It is Paradeep Port Authority. Under which section of VB Ramji Act 2025, central government may specify the wage rate for purpose of this act, which shall apply to manual work provided under the scheme. It is done under section 10, or it will be done under section number 10 after its coming into force on 1st of July 2026. Which ministry is implementing Geo-Parsi scheme to reverse the population decline of Parsi community? It is being implemented by Ministry of Minority Affairs. Up to how much amount of financial assistance per household is provided under development of homestays in tribal areas? Under Pradhan Mantri Janjatiya Unnat Gram Abhiyan for development of 1000 homestays to promote tourism in tribal areas. 5 lakh rupees is provided. Which of the following statements is incorrect with respect to assistance provided to boost the seed production of traditional varieties under National Food Security and Nutrition Mission? Distribution of seeds at 50% cost, seed production incentive of 1000 per quintal for cereals and millets, seeds production incentive of 1500 per quintal for pulses and oilseeds. No, it is 2000 for pulses and oilseeds. And capacity building programs and one-time assistance of 50 lakh for establishment of community seed banks. The right answer is option C. What is the maximum loan limit under the education loan scheme being implemented by National Scheduled Caste Finance and Development Corporation? The maximum loan limit, my dear friends, is 40 lakhs. Government had approved the landslide risk mitigation scheme for 4 states in 2019 to provide central assistance to these states for disaster preparedness and build their capacity to take up other landslide mitigation projects in future. Which of the following is not one of the 4 states? The 4 states are Sikkim, Mizoram, Nagaland, Uttarakhand. Himachal Pradesh is not one among them. In which IT Center of Excellence for Road Safety has been established for bringing the best practices of road safety to the country and for collaboration between academia, industry, and the government. It is done with the IT Madras, Center of Excellence for Road Safety. Name the app of Ministry of Tribal Affairs which aims to enable real-time text and speech translation between Hindi, English, and multiple tribal languages and vice versa, while offering interactive language learning tools for early learners and students. It is Adivani. The interest subsidy eligibility certificate is issued by KVIC to eligible Khadi institutions based on their production level and estimated funding requirements. Under the scheme, credit is provided to Khadi institution at a concessional rate of interest rate of 4% per annum for both capital investment and working capital. Option B is the correct answer. Name the portal which facilitates the market linkages between farmers, FPOs, SHGs, cooperation of the northeastern region and buyers across the country. It is NIRES, which stands for Northeastern Region Agri Commodity E-Connect. Government of India has revised the startup recognition framework. According to new definition, a startup will now be defined as an entity up to 10 years from incorporation with turnover not exceeding 200 crores in any financial year. It is for the general startup, and if it is a deep tech startup, this threshold is 300 crores. Under the central sector scheme for formation and promotion of 10,000 FPOs, 10,000 FPOs have been formed, and 10,000th was formed at Khagadia district of Bihar. How many FPOs out of 10,000 FPOs are registered with 100% women members? Very important. 1175 is the right answer, option B. यार आप लोगों के भी जो लाइव चैट बॉक्स होती है उसमें ऐसा होता है क्या कि अगर कुछ हिंदी में कमेंट करते हैं तो वो अपने आप ही इंग्लिश में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, और वो भी बहुत ही गंदी सी? जैसे अभी किसी ने आदिवानी कमेंट किया था तो वो हो रखा है नीरेश का हो रखा है नॉट एक्शन, सबका लिख रहा है नॉट एक्शन, नॉन एक्शन। है ना। और आदिवानी लिखा था अभी किसी ने, तो हाँ, हर्ष ने लिखा था आदिवानी, तो वो आ रहा ओल्ड मैन। क्या आप लोगों के साथ भी ऐसा होता है क्या? और इसको कैसे डिसेबल करते हैं भाई? ये कैसे होता है, मुझे तो समझ ही नहीं आ रहा। आदिवानी लिखा है आप लोगों ने, मुझे ओल्ड मैन दिख रहा है। फिर उस कमेंट पे जाके, उस कमेंट पे कर्सर लेके जाते, तो फिर वो सही होता है। अब कैसे, तो ये सही कैसे होगा यार, ये मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है? अब वाईटी सेटिंग में ही है कुछ तो, कुछ तो गड़बड़ वाईटी सेटिंग में ही है। चलो देखना पड़ेगा, क्यों बहुत मिसलीडिंग हो जाता है यार, कभी कभी तो कुछ ऐसा आ जाता है, मैं तुम्हें बता नहीं सकता। अभी देखो, ट्रू एक्सपेंस ने लिखा पता नहीं सर, तो उसका चलो वो तो ठीक हुआ, आई डोंट नो सर। लेकिन भाई अपना हिंदी होना चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत, उससे थोड़ा मजा आता है। चलो ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, नेम द मोबाइल एआई अवेयरनेस इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च्ड अंडर द नेशनल एआई लिटरेसी प्रोग्राम युवा एआई फॉर ऑल to expand access to foundational AI education and bridge the digital divide by reaching students, youth, educators, and learners in semi-urban areas and underserved region. It is Kaushal Rath. Which of the following releases Be Ready assessment since 2024 to evaluate 180 plus countries across 10 topics spanning the entire business life cycle with business entry, business location, utility service, labor, financial services, etc. Be Ready is released by World Bank. Name the STQC Lab automation portal launched by Ministry of Electronics and IT to modernize STQC's service delivery through end-to-end digital processes. It is Satya. Which commission recommended the establishment of National Commission for Denotified Nomadic and Semi-Nomadic Tribes for a period of 3 years? It was recommended by the Renke Commission. Name the app launched by Ministry of Home Affairs to facilitate capture, storage, and retrieval of evidence through videography and photography, and also to enable the recordings of witness statements. E-Saksha is the name of the app. Which port authority in India has become India's first major port to receive the prestigious IGBC Platinum rating, the highest certification awarded by IGBC? It is VO Chidambaranar Port Authority. Under the National Livestock Mission, NLM EDP Entrepreneurship Development Program is a key component which helps to generate new livelihood opportunity across the country. Under the scheme, 50% capital subsidy up to rupees 50 lakh rupees up to rupees 50 lakh is provided to beneficiaries to support establishment of rural poultry breeding farms, sheep, goat, pig, camel, horse, and donkey breeding farms. 50 lakh is the right answer. The Ministry of Cooperation has launched cooperative-led White Revolution 2.0 to increase the milk procurement of dairy cooperatives by 50% from present level over next 5 years by providing market access to dairy farmers in uncovered areas. In absolute terms, by the end of 5th year, that is 28-29, the milk procurement by dairy cooperative is expected to reach 1,000 lakh kg per day. 1,007, sorry. Saras Ajivika Mela 26 organized to showcase the country's rural tradition, folk arts, and women's entrepreneurship has been inaugurated. In which state the fair was organized? It was organized in the state of Haryana. In which state or UT Government of India has launched CBDC based digital food currency pilot project? The very first state in which it was launched is Gujarat. After that, it was launched in Puducherry. तो नंबर 1 स्टेट पूछेगा तो गुजरात, नंबर 1 यूटी पूछेगा तो पुडुचेरी, दोनों में से पूछेगा तो भी गुजरात. Under which program of Ministry of Law and Justice, the Tele-Law program connects citizens with the lawyers to provide pre-litigation advice through the use of video or teleconferencing facilities available at the Common Service Center. It is DISHA, which stands for Designing Innovative Solution for Holistic Access to Justice. Which ministry is implementing great scheme to assist young innovators, scientists, technologists, and startup ventures in the field of technical textiles to translate their ideas into commercial technologies or products? It is the Ministry of Textiles. Ministry of Culture has organized the centenary celebrations of Old Chiki script. It was developed in 1925 by Pandit Raghunath Murmu. The script consists of 30 letters representing vowels and consonants. It is the official script of the Santali language. Which of the following organization has launched AIpreneurs of India, a flagship coffee table book chronicling the journeys of 45 pioneering AI startups shaping solutions for real world challenges? It has been launched by Niti Aayog. An allocation of 5.01 lakh crores has been reported for welfare of women and girls in the gender budget statement of financial 26-27. This is an increase of 11.55% over the GBS allocation of 4.49 lakh crores in financial 26. The share of budget allocation in total union budget has been increased to 9.37% in financial 27. Hmm. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation constituted an advisory committee on national account statistics under the chairmanship of Professor B.N. Goldar to suggest improvement in methodology for compilation and presentation of national account statistics. The committee consists of 5 subcommittees, which are the following is not one of them. Subcommission for incorporation of new data resources, sources, rates and ratios. Subcommittee for methodological improvements for constant price estimates for regional accounts. पंचायत अकाउंट्स नहीं है. सब कमिटी ऑन एसएनए अकाउंट्स था. सब कमिटी ऑन एसएनए 2025. So option E will be the right answer. The FCI and the World Food Programme have signed an MOU for supply of rice in support of global humanitarian operations aimed at combating hunger. The MOU shall remain valid for 5 years. How many metric tons of rice will be supplied by FCI to WFP under the agreement? 2 lakh metric tons of rice will be supplied. The Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs has constituted a high-level advisory group on ease of doing business. The group will examine the global best practices to ensure that India's corporate regulatory architecture remains contemporary, efficient, and investor-friendly. The group is chaired by Mr. Ganeshwar Kumar Singh. Which awareness campaign is being implemented by FSSAI to address the adverse effects of consuming foods high in fat, salt, and sugar, encouraging consumers to gradually reduce their intake of fat, salt, and sugar through dietary modifications? It is आज से थोड़ा कम. Name the youth exchange program organized and funded by Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region to deepen national integration and strengthen bond between young people from different regions of the country. Ashtalakshmi Darshan. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched the tetanus and adult diphtheria TD vaccine. In 2006, the WHO recommended that countries transition from tetanus toxoid vaccine to TD vaccine. The launch of TD vaccine in India is in line with WHO's recommendation. Which institute has developed it? It has been developed by Central Research Institute. Name the app used for AKYC of women and youth under DDU JKY and RSETI scheme of Ministry of Rural Development. Kaushal Panji. Which municipal corporation has introduced specially designed upcycling drop boxes linked with permanent RRR centers to promote the reuse of used items? Tirupati Municipal Corporation. And my dear friends, question number 300. Where has the National Center of Excellence for Skilling Aeronautics and Defense been established in collaboration with the government of French Republic under the Pradhan Mantri Skill and Employment Transformation through upgraded ITIs, that PMC2 scheme? It has been established at NSTI, National Skill Training Institute in Kanpur. ठीक है, अभी 300 हो गए हैं क्वेश्चन अब हमारे. So let's do hit the like button, my dear friends. 1 hour 45 minutes, 300 questions. Nobody can teach you that. Okay. And now let's take a break of 10 minutes actually. It's 11:48. I'll see you at exact 12 noon. 12 बजे मिलते हैं. ठीक है, 10 मिनट का ब्रेक ले लेते हैं, पानी वानी पी के आ जाओ. ठीक है. चलो चलिए जी. I'll see you at exact 12. All right, so let's start again, my dear friends. Let's come back. For which month we should remember the PLFS data? The recent month and the annual one. Should we revise the reports released by international organization? Yes, you should. Do hit the like button, my dear friends, and do subscribe to the channel. That's all I have to say. We are trying our best to do everything for you guys, and in return, we are just asking for we are just asking that you guys like the session and subscribe the channel. Just wait for a few seconds. All right, चलिए लेट्स रोल क्वेश्चन नंबर 301 एंड टोटल दोस्तों हमारे पास जो नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस है वो 375 है ना? तो लेट्स फिनिश ऑल द क्वेश्चंस नाउ. PM Modi, during a speech at India AI Impact Summit 2026, outlined a nuanced approach to AI, not as an autonomous force driven solely by data and algorithms, but as an extension of human aspirations, ethics, and dignity. He encapsulates this human-centric vision in the acronym MANAV. What does M stand for in MANAV? MANAV may M stand for moral and ethical systems. A stands for accountable governance. N stands for national sovereignty. A stands for accessible and inclusive AI, and V stands for valid and legitimate systems. Name the app launched by Ministry of Minority Affairs under PM Jan Vikas Karyakram, which contributes in bridging infrastructural gaps across the country. It is the app that is called as Nigrani. Milan is a biennial, once every 2 years, multilateral naval exercise hosted by Indian Navy, launched in 1995 under Andaman and Nicobar Command with participation from just 4 foreign navies: Indonesia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and Thailand. How many countries participated in the 13th edition, making it the largest ever edition? Total 74 countries participated in the 13th edition, making it the largest ever edition. To which country APIDA has facilitated the export of 0.5 metric tons of GI tag Salem Sago from Salem, Tamil Nadu? It has been exported to the country that is Canada. Canada, right? Start giving the answers. With which country India has signed an MOU to develop SITAC framework to strengthen bilateral cooperation in the field of AI and digital technologies and to promote trade and investment engagement between the countries? SITAC stands for Sweden India Technology and Artificial Intelligence Corridor. So the answer is Sweden. Which country has signed an MOU with India for cooperation arrangement on access to the traditional knowledge digital library, a first of its kind prior art database of Indian traditional knowledge? It has been signed with the country that is Brazil. Which state has signed an MOU with Digital Bharat Nidhi for the expedite implementation of amended BharatNet program in the state? Andhra Pradesh has signed this MOU with Digital Bharat Nidhi. Which organization has achieved a historic milestone by being officially recognized by Guinness World Records for most viewers of an artificial intelligence and healthcare lesson live stream on YouTube? National Board of Examination in Medical Sciences. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has launched Badna Hai To Yahan Judna Hai campaign. Amitabh Bachchan has been onboarded as the brand ambassador. For what purpose the campaign has been launched? It has been launched to further expand access to Skill India Digital Hub, that is SIDH. This portal of Ministry of Road Transport and Highway enables citizens, businesses, and organizations to apply online in a simple way for permissions related to access from NH for private properties, industries, and wayside facilities. The ministry has launched its revamped version named the portal. It is Rajmarg Pravesh. The portal's name is Rajmarg Pravesh. Which of the following CPSE has been recently upgraded from Schedule B to Schedule A category CPSE? NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation, is now a Schedule A category central public sector enterprise. The government has reviewed the implementation of rice fortification under PM GKAY and other welfare schemes. Based on this review, it has been decided to temporarily discontinue the process of rice fortification under PM GKAY and allied schemes. The decision has been taken based on a study conducted to assess the shelf life of fortified rice kernels and fortified rice under actual storage conditions. Which of the following organizations conducted the study? It was conducted by IIT Kharagpur. Who has been awarded with Jeevan Gaurav Samman during National Arogya Fair 2026 for his exemplary contribution to the field of Ayurveda? Vaidya Shri Devendra Teguna Ji has been awarded with Jeevan Gaurav Samman. Which Indian university has signed an MOU with Hebrew University of Jerusalem to establish a framework for faculty and student exchanges between the two universities in a range of disciplines, including Buddhist studies, archaeology, mathematics, and international relations? This MOU has been signed between Hebrew University of Jerusalem and Nalanda University of Bihar. The casebook on AI and gender empowerment was officially launched at India AI Impact Summit 2026. The casebook brings together 23 real-world AI solutions from across the global south that demonstrate measurable impact on gender equality and women's empowerment. It has been developed by the Government of India through India AI Mission in partnership with UN Women. Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched Jal Seva Akalan to assess drinking water services. The assessment will be led by Gram Panchayats, enabling villages to collectively reflect on their water service delivery system. Which of the following is not one of the parameters? The parameters are regularity and adequacy of water supply, drinking water quality, operation and maintenance of system, source sustainability, household water tariff collection efficiency is not one among them. Consider the following statements with respect to World Economic Situation and Prospects 2026 released by UN DESA and identify the correct statement. The global growth is expected to grow at 2.7% in 2026 and 2.9% in 2027. Global trade is in 2027. Global trade is projected to slow down significantly to 2.2% in 2026 compared to 3.8%. India's GDP growth is projected at 6.5% for calendar year 26. It is 6.6% for 26 and 6.7% for 27. And India's inflation forecast is 4.1% for 2026-25, not 3.1%. The right answer is option B. Consider the following statements with respect to the Responsible Nations Index and identify the correct statements. It is India's first globally anchored index designed to assess countries on the basis of responsible governance, social well-being, environmental stewardship, and global responsibility. It will be launched by the World Intellectual Foundation. Total 193 countries will be covered. No, total 154 countries will be covered, and the index will be based on three core dimensions. Three core dimensions, which are internal responsibility, external responsibility, and environmental responsibility. So the correct answer is option C. Pragati stands for proactive governance and timely implementation. It is an integrated platform designed to both resolve grievances of and to monitor and review key program of the Government of India, along with projects highlighted by the state governments. In which year the Pragati was launched? It was launched in 2015 by Prime Minister Modi. Consider the following statement with respect to Export Preparedness Index released by Niti Aayog and identify the correct statements. The index is based on 4 core pillars, which include 13 sub-pillars and 70 parameters. All states and UTs have been classified into leaders, challengers, and aspirers, not movers. Movers category nahi hai. Among large states, Maharashtra is the best performers, and among small states, northeastern states and UT, Jammu Kashmir has topped the index. No, it is Uttarakhand which has topped the index among small states, northeastern states, and UT. Option B is the correct answer. Consider the following statements with respect to Prerna, the experiential learning program of Ministry of Education, and identify the correct statements. Incorrect statements. It is an experiential and inspirational learning program for students with best-in-class technology. The duration is 1 month per match. No, it is 1 week. Only students from class 9 to 12 are eligible. Yes. And the curriculum is based on 9 themes, which has been prepared by IIT Gandhinagar. IIT Gandhinagar. Right? So this is also incorrect. The right answer is option A. Consider the following statements with respect to composite salary package account for central government employees and identify the correct statements. The package has 3 core segments, which are banking, insurance, and cards. It is a zero balance salary account with enhanced features. The personal accident insurance up to 1.5 crore will be provided, and inbuilt, this is incorrect, inbuilt life insurance protection up to 20 lakh rupees will be provided. So this is also incorrect. The right answer is option A. Which of the following features is incorrect with respect to the Seeds Act 2026? The Act provides for traceability of origin of seeds through QR code. There would not be any restrictions on traditional seeds used by farmers. There will be a penalty of up to rupees 30 lakh for selling substandard seeds, not 20 lakhs. And the new act will replace the Seed Act 1966. Every seed company will now have to be registered, making it clear which companies are authorized to operate. The right answer is option C. CSIR's Integrated Skill Initiative is a flagship national program implemented by CSIR. The objective of the program is to integrate skill development with science and technology by leveraging CSIR's vast research infrastructure. Which of the following is the implementing agency? It is CSIR Human Resource Development Center. CSIR Human Resource Development Center is the implementing agency. Ministry of Tribal Affairs has organized India's first national capacity building program for tribal healers on strengthening health outreach in tribal areas. It is a first of its kind national initiative to formally recognize, capacitate, and integrate tribal and indigenous healers as trusted community level partners with India's public health ecosystem. It has been organized in partnership with 5 organizations. Which of the following is not one of the 5 organizations? The 5 organizations are ICMR, AIIMS, Delhi and Jodhpur, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ayush, and WHO. UNESCO is not one among them. Consider the following statements with respect to Subhash Chandra Bose Abada Prabandhan Puraskar and identify the correct statements. The awards were instituted on 25th birth anniversary of Netaji, which was organized in 2022, not 2020. It is awarded in 2 categories, individual and institutions. Yes, individual को मिलते हैं 5 लाख रुपए, institution को मिलते हैं 51 लाख रुपए. In institutional category, 5 lakh is awarded as the cash prize. Incorrect. And Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority has been awarded in the institutional category. और इंडिविजुअल कैटेगरी में किसको मिला था? कर्नल सीता अशोक शेलके. कर्नल सीता अशोक शेलके in the individual category. Option B is the correct answer. Which of the following initiatives of Department of Food and Public Distribution is among the 6 finalists for the 26th Franz Edelman Award? It is Anna Chakra. India-European Free Trade Agreement has been concluded at the 16th India-EU Summit. As per the FTA, India has gained professional access to the European market across 97% of its tariff lines, covering 99.5% of trade value. The right answer is option B. Consider the following statements with respect to Model Youth Gram Sabha and identify the correct statement. It is the joint collaboration of Ministry of Panchayati Raj, Education, and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. No, Ministry of Skill Development नहीं है, Ministry of Tribal Affairs है. Panchayati Raj, Education and Tribal Affairs. It targets the students studying in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas and EMRS. Kendra Vidyalaya नहीं है, EMRS है. Club Model Residential School. 20,000 per school is provided to each participating school for conducting each mock Gram Sabha, and it is aimed at strengthening the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. The right answer is option A, because we need to identify the correct statements. Consider the following statement with respect to Pancham chatbot and identify the incorrect statement. It has been launched by Ministry of Panchayati Raj, not Rural Development, to empower Panchayat elected representatives and functionaries. It has been developed in collaboration with UNICEF. It is integrated with Bhashini and will support 22 Indian languages. And Pancham stands for Panchayat Assistant and Messaging Chatbot. Option B is the correct answer. Which of the following are the top 3 states in PISA state rankings for year 24-25 released by Ministry of Panchayati Raj? The top 3 states are Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Himachal Pradesh. Consider the following statements with respect to aspirational blocks program and identify the correct statement. It is aimed at saturation of essential government services in such blocks which have potential to develop. It was launched in 2023, currently implemented in 513 blocks. The program is focused on 5 themes, and the progress on the theme is measured by 40 indicators of development, not 49. The right answer, therefore, is option B. What rating has been provided to NHAI Sponsored Infrastructure Investment Trust, Rajmarg Infra Investment Trust by K Ratings Limited? AAA ratings have been provided to Rajmarg Infra Investment Trust. Name the initiative launched by President of India under the SOAR, that is Skilling for AI Readiness Initiative of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Skill the Nation. Which ministry has launched Badalta Bharat Mera Anubhav campaign to invite citizens across the country to share their personal experiences and creative expressions reflecting India's transformation over the last 11 years? It is the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting which has launched the Badalta Bharat Mera Anubhav campaign. MOSPI has unveiled its new logo and mascot to modernize its institutional identity. The logo carries the ministry's message of data for development, while the mascot is a friendly and citizen-centric character created to make statistics simple, relatable, and engaging for people. Name the mascot. You can see here, this is the mascot. Sankiki is the name of the mascot. A compilation book of PM's Independence Day speeches, Khutbate Modi, Lal Kila Ki Fasil Se, has been compiled by National Council for Promotion of Urdu Language, which is a national institution under the Ministry of Education. The UIDAI launched the Aadhaar mascot, a new resident-facing communication companion to simplify public understanding of Aadhaar services. What is the name of the mascot? The name of the mascot is Uday. Name the portal launched by Ministry of Women and Child Development to strengthen coordination, transparency, and structure stakeholder participation in initiatives for women and child development. Pankhudi is the name of the portal. In pursuance of the announcements made in the Union Budget 25-26, the Department of Economic Affairs has created a public-private partnership project line. It is of 3 years. It is a 3 years public-private partnership project pipeline, which comprises 852 projects across central infrastructure ministries and states and UTs. 3 years is the right answer. Name the scheme of BIS, which empowers women with the knowledge that protects families and strengthens livelihoods through structured training, grassroots partnership with NGOs and SHGs. It is SHINE, which is the name of the scheme, which stands for Standard Self-Informed and Nurture Empowered Women. Which organization has launched Bharti, which stands for Bharat Sub for Agritech Resilience Advancement and Incubation for Export Enablement Initiative, to support agri-food and agri-tech startups aimed at promoting innovation and creating new export opportunities for young entrepreneurs. It is APIDA. SBI Economic Research Department has released its EcoRap report. The report has projected India's GDP growth for fiscal year 25-26 at 7.5%, with an upward bias slightly above 7.4%. First advanced estimate provided by NSO. Option A. Ministry of Textile has signed MOUs with 15 states under Tax RAM scheme. How much amount of financial assistance per state will be provided in the form of grants? Rupees 12 lakhs will be provided in the form of grants to each state and UT. Pashu Aadhaar is a unique code which acts as a primary key for registering all types of transactions done on the animals, such as vaccination, breeding, treatment, etc. It is provided as tag ID in the form of year tag to all the livestock animals. How many digits are there in the Pashu Aadhaar? There are 12 digits in the Pashu Aadhaar. How many railway officials have been awarded the 70th Ati Vishisht Rail Seva Puraskar, along with 26 shields being awarded to the best performing zones? 100. 100 railway officials have been awarded with 70th Ati Vishisht Rail Seva Puraskar. Which organization has partnered with Observer Research Foundation for the inaugural edition of Raisina Science Diplomacy Initiative to be held alongside the upcoming edition of Raisina Dialogue? ये हमने already पढ़ लिया. Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. Ministry of Education has inaugurated the New Delhi World Book Fair. What was the theme of World Book Fair? It was Indian Military History, Valor and Wisdom at 75. Name the platform of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change designed to improve coordination and collaboration among institutions of the ministry. It is Nirantar, which stands for National Institute for Research and Application of Natural Resources to transform, adapt and build resilience. The PFRDA has constituted a high-level committee tasked with formulating guidelines and regulations to enable a framework for assured payouts under the NPS. This move aligns with the provision of PFRDA Act and aims to enhance the security of retirement income for subscriber. Who is the chairperson of this committee? Mr. MS Sahu is the chairperson of this committee. Which ministry has launched Paripurna Mediclaim Ayush Bima for CGHS beneficiaries to offer cashless facilities, modern treatment and access to a wide network of hospitals? It is the Ministry of Finance. Which organization, in collaboration with Ministry of External Affairs, the Federation of Indian Export Organization and other government partners and industry stakeholders, organized the National Conference on Strategic Trade Controls to discuss sensitive goods, technologies, software, materials and equipment regulated under the SCOMET framework? It is DGFT, Director General of Foreign Trade. On the occasion of 5th Foundation Day of CSIR, National Institute of Science, Communication, Policy and Research, a portal has been launched to disseminate India's scientifically validated traditional knowledge to the society. Name the portal. It is Swastik portal, which stands for Scientifically Validated Societal Traditional Knowledge. India's first ever open sea marine fish farming project has been launched from the Andaman Sea. The initiative will focus on open sea cultivation of marine finfish and seaweed in natural ocean conditions. It will be implemented through collaboration between Ministry of Earth Sciences, UT Administration of Andaman Nicobar Islands, and NIOT, that is National Institute of Ocean Technology. Sukhatme National Awards in Statistics instituted by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation is given in alternate years since the year 2000 to eminent Indian statistician of the age 45 years and above for their lifetime contribution and achievement in the field of statistics. It is named after Professor P.V. Sukhatme, who is a renowned statistician. Shri Praveen Vashisht has been appointed as the Vigilance Commissioner in CVC. The Central Vigilance Commission Act 2003 provides for appointment of a Central Vigilance Commissioner and 2 Vigilance Commissioners. What is the tenure of a Vigilance Commissioner? It is 4 years or till the incumbent attains the age of 65 years. At which railway station Indian Railway has introduced a humanoid robot named ASC Arjun? It has been deployed at Visakhapatnam railway station. Which country is the partner country for Gulf Food 2026 being held at Dubai Exhibition Center and Dubai World Trade Center? It is our Pyara Bharat, India. How many persons have been conferred the Jeevan Raksha Padak series of awards 2025 for their meritorious act of human nature in saving the life of a person? Total 30 people have been awarded the Jeevan Raksha Padak series of awards 2025. Padma Awards, one of the highest civilian awards of the country, are conferred in 3 categories: Padma Vibhushan, Bhushan and Shri. For the year 2026, 5 people have been conferred with Padma Vibhushan in different categories. In which category? K.T. Thomas has been conferred the Padma Vibhushan. He has been conferred the Padma Vibhushan in the category of Public Affairs. Name the operation launched by DRI to dismantle a mobile mephedron manufacturing laboratory in the remote hinterland of the Sahyadri ranges. Operation Sahyadri Checkmate. The PFRDA has constituted a committee of investment experts for strategic asset allocation and its governance to review, recommend, and modernize the investment framework under NPS. The committee has 9 members, including chairperson, who has been appointed as the chairperson. The chairperson is Mr. Narayanan Ramchandran. The Election Commission of India celebrated 16th National Voters' Day with the theme My India, My Vote, Citizen at the Heart of Indian Democracy. On the occasion, the President presented the Best Electoral Practices Awards in various categories. In which category Bihar, Gujarat and Kerala have been awarded? They have been awarded in the category of Voter Innovators Awareness. Which state has launched One District, One Cuisine scheme aimed at giving a distinct identity to the traditional food and beverage specialities of each district of the state? It is Uttar Pradesh. Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region has laid the foundation stone of Agarwood Value Chain Development Scheme. The scheme will strengthen the entire Agarwood value chain from trees in farmers' fields to perfume bottles in international market. How much amount has been allocated for the scheme? 80 crore rupees have been allocated. What was the theme of Ministry of Panchayati Raj tableau during Republic Day Parade 2026? It was Swamitva. The theme was Swamitva Scheme, Atmanirbharta, Atmanirbhar Panchayat se Samriddh evam Atmanirbhar Bharat. Ministry of Jal Shakti has honored wash warriors who have demonstrated leadership in water conservation and sanitation at the grassroots level. The selected wash warriors were drawn from such Sujal Gaon villages. What is a Swachh Sujal Gaon village? It is a village that is Ghar Jal certified under Jal Jeevan Mission and ODF plus model verified. Which of the following international organization has approved technical and financial support of rupees 5,700 crores for Jal Sanrakshit Haryana project to help the state achieve self-reliance in water resources? World Bank is the correct answer. A pilot named Deen Dayal Jan Ajivika Shahri was implemented from 1st October 2024 with an aim to focus on 6 vulnerable occupational groups, namely gig workers, transportation workers, construction workers, waste workers, care workers, and domestic workers. The pilot aimed at studying these groups for making targeted scheme interventions. In how many cities the project was implemented? It was implemented in 25 cities. MOSDE has announced India's first AI-enabled state university. The university will implement personalized AI tutor for students, AI-driven skill gap analysis, and intelligent document processing to streamline administrative workflows. Which university is this? This is Chaudhary Charan Singh University, Meerut. The Shanti Act is in news recently. What is it related to? It is related to promotion and development of nuclear energy, and Shanti stands for Sustainable Harnessing and Advancement of Nuclear Energy for Transforming India. Which institute has secured the first position in Times B School Ranking 2026, reaffirming its position as a premier institute in management and education? Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, IIFT. In how many languages Telemanus provides round-the-clock mental health counseling, ensuring accessible, stigma-free support for women across diverse socio-cultural settings? It is 20. 20 languages में available है. National Commission for Women has observed its Foundation Day on 30th January 2026. During the event, a monthly magazine of NCW aimed at promoting awareness on women-centric laws, rights, government initiative was launched. Name the magazine. The magazine's name is Jagrati. And my dear friends, the last question for today. 2 घंटे 20 मिनट और उसमें 10 मिनट का गैप, यानी कि 2 घंटे 10 मिनट में माय डियर फ्रेंड्स वी हैव कवर्ड 375 क्वेश्चंस. तुम खुद से भी रीड करके अगर सॉल्व करोगे तो भी 375 क्वेश्चन 2 घंटे 10 मिनट में नहीं कर पाओगे, है ना. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this class. This is the last question. तो जल्दी से कर लेते हैं इसको. An innovative sunlight powered supercapacitor called photocapacitor developed by scientists can both capture and store solar energy in a single integrated device. Which institute has developed the supercapacitor? It has been developed by Center for Nano and Soft Matter Sciences. All right, my dear friends, that's it for this quick fire round for the PIB top MCQs for the month of January to June. Now आप लोगों से मैं बस एक अपील है और रिक्वेस्ट है कि लाइव सेशन एंड होने के बाद कमेंट सेक्शन में अपने कुछ भी कमेंट अच्छे खराब जो भी आपको जैसे भी लगते हैं वो जरूर लिख के जाएं. आई होप यू गाइज हैव एंजॉयड दिस क्लास. आई होप यू गाइज हैव लर्न समथिंग फ्रॉम दिस क्लास. आई होप दिस वाज दिस क्लास वाज अ बून फॉर यू, है ना. एंड आई ट्राइड माई बेस्ट कि मैं बहुत जल्दी आपके फटाफट से कम टाइम लेके ज्यादा क्वेश्चन करा दूं. 2 घंटे 10 मिनट में वी हैव कवर्ड 375 questions right from the month of question one. Number 1 में growth rate is 4.9%. इरशानी, I need to check it. I need to check it. ठीक है, चलिए कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर लिख के बताइएगा आफ्टर द लाइव क्लास दैट कि आपको कैसा लगा एंड हाउ वाज इट. ठीक है, चलिए, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग विद मी एंड टुमारो इट्स योर एग्जाम. दैट इज ऑल माय डियर फ्रेंड्स दैट वी कुड डू फॉर यू गाइस. एंड अब आपकी बारी है. एग्जाम में जाओ, फोड़ के आना अच्छे से. जितना भी आपने कर लिया है, जो भी आपने कर लिया है, जस्ट हैव फेथ ऑन इट, है ना. जस्ट हैव फेथ ऑन इट. और एग्जाम के दिन कल रात को आराम से सोएंगे. जिन लोगों को ट्रैवल करना है तो कल शाम से या दोपहर से ट्रैवल करके रात को होटल वगैरह लेके आप लोग आराम करिएगा. फ्राइडे की रात को आराम से तसल्ली से सोना है, जल्दी सोना है क्योंकि सुबह जल्दी भी पहुंचना है सेंटर पे. ठीक है, और या thank you very much. I wish you all the best for the RBI Grade B Phase 1 examination. Just go and fortify the exam and make us proud. Thank you very much. Goodbye, take care, and God bless.